going on, everyone? Hey, happy Thursday evening. Welcome to another live stream. Topic du jour. Does that hold true if it's night instead of day? Topic du jour, subject du jour is going to be forgotten whiskeys, kind of the stuff that we've purchased over the years, liked at some point, put it aside. Maybe it got hidden beside some other bottles. Maybe you got put on your floor or God knows where. I mean, I know a lot of us have built up some pretty massive collections, but things that, well, at least for me, these are things that I really liked at some point, but they're still hanging around 3-4 years later. So I'm going to go back to them, kind of revisit them, see how they've held on, if I still think they're bangers, or if maybe they've fallen off, or maybe my palate's changed, or who knows. But I thought this would be fun. Again, kind of another topic in the line of looking backwards at stuff we've already got instead of focusing on stuff that we just might have picked up over the last couple of weeks. And I did get some really cool bottles the last few weeks. I did get some really cool samples in just the other day. Thought about maybe changing the topic, but maybe I'll just save that for a future stream. So I'm going to be joined here by Toby, Top Jimmy here in just a minute. He's going to be keeping track of tonight's entries, and check this out. We've got a couple of sick bottles that are going to be up for grabs here tonight. Get that going. We've got I'm putting up a bottle of Evernorth Night Stalker 5, which is the most recent one. All of the Night Stalkers, in my opinion, are fantastic. Those are the Evernorth bourbon blends, like their custom blends that they've put together. Toby's putting up a bottle of Weller Full Proof, the good old blue label. And then I dug up some Glens. I found some Glens that I had made and hadn't given away yet. So I've got a Bourbon Jerks Glen. So, who knows? Those might end up being the vintage ones and not the ones that just say Jerk singular. So got one of those up for grabs. They did a real nice job on the last batch. God, I can't forget the guy. I can't remember the guy's name offhand, but he's on Instagram. Somebody will help me out, but just did a fantastic job with the glassware. Say hi to a few of you guys, and then we'll get going here. Got Top Dog. Top Dog, were you first? All right, I'd like to see that. Corvette Trey's in the house. Cheers, Top Dog. Cheers to Corvette Trey. How you doing, man? Katie Turk's here. How you doing, Katie? Dave V is in the house. Dave, it was cool seeing you on stream the other night. There he is. Everybody's favorite, Marty the Whiskey Nose. There's our buddy Toby. All right, and I thought I saw. Let's see, Trey Larkin's here. What's going on, Trey? Cardo Carroll's here. What's going on, Rick? And there he is. He's back. Gunderson. Looked like you had a great time here in Michigan. I know you were in the Upper Peninsula, but it looked fantastic, man. Hopefully you had a great time. We got Roger Reese's in the house. What's going on, Roger? Good to see you. And Danny Lopez. Sup, jerks. Danny, you might like this topic because a lot of these are bottles that I think you and I kind of cut our teeth on when we first got going into whiskey. So I think that's who's here so far. All right, so let's bring on our buddy, Top Jimmy. How you doing, buddy?
What's happening? Thanks for having me. And, to your point, you are the bourbon jerk, but I think anybody who's willing to get on camera with you makes it plural. So
yeah, that's a good point.
If we're members, we're all bourbon jerks.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but that does make some good sense. So we'll roll with that. So with the topic that I just set out there, I'm going to grab the first one that I thought of here and show that to everybody here. And I've got let's see, this is the Maker's Mark BRT02. And wow. I want to say, when I first kind of got going into, collecting whiskey, it was Maker's Mark that somehow kind of really sucked me in. Local picks were great. Once I kind of got past the, the 90-ish proof classic bottle and tried, a higher proof makers, I was hooked. And so we kind of, tried to track all these down. And it was actually one of the limited, allocated bottles that we could actually find here in Michigan. So Danny and I and our buddy Todd, I want to say we chased down most of these. And this BRT2, I think, to my recollection, was my favorite of the bunch. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this. As you can see, I got a pretty good chunk of it left. This came out in 2022. I want to say I got it shortly after it came out. So this is every bit of 4 years old here in the collection. So I'll pour a little bit of this up. And if I remember, this one was kind of butterscotchy, kind of like a Werther's type vibe. And, that's something that I really like. So see if this held on or fell off. Let's see. I know Gunderson got me a sample of the only one I didn't chase down. That and the RC6 are probably my favorites. And that was really good. I appreciate you sharing that one, Eric. That was the lone one that we couldn't get here. Or maybe it was because that was the first in the series. And it wasn't until maybe the second year into the wood finishing series that I kind of got hooked. So again, BRT2. I don't think none of these were age stated as far as I can recall. Just 109.4 proof, non-age stated. And the gimmick for this particular year was BRT, barrel rotation, something or other, and how that might affect, the end result, I suppose. Whatever it was, this was my favorite in the series. So cheers, y'all. Little makers in the Glen. Okay, so this is more punchy, like fruit punchy on the nose than I remember. What's going on, Paul? How you doing? What'd you grab there, Toby?
Well, I'm kind of doing something similar to what we did, 2 weeks ago, when we were doing hidden gems. And, I love grabbing, just a single bottle, but I always like exploring a distillery, whether it's a high proof or a low proof and a high proof from the same distillery, or maybe several different similar mash bill, but several different expressions. And I grabbed 3 different distilleries, 3 bottles from each one. And when I first got into bourbon, I very quickly learned about MGP, and I fell in love with, the MGP profile. And so, and I'm still to this day, when somebody says, they're starting with MGP, that, I'm kind of all in and I'm going to be willing to try it. Well, anyway, one of the first ones, it was Old Soul, which comes out of Cat's Head Distillery, I think down in Mississippi. And this is 2022, and this is a high rye bourbon. It is an MGP high rye. This is a single barrel. Then I've got this one, which is another Old Soul. And these are all just kind of escalating proof points. And then I have a Liquor Barn single barrel.
And these are ones you haven't really gone back to in a minute?
Everything. I don't know that I've been to any of these, certainly not within the last 12 months, probably not within the last 24 months.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's a kind of a total revisit.
Yeah, so this is completely different than what I remember. It's fruity, and on the nose is a lot of ethanol, which I don't usually get with Baker's Mark. It's not terribly proofy. I mean, 109 isn't.
When you pulled that one out, I remember, when I got into bourbon and they were doing all of the wood finishing stuff like what you've got. What is that? BRT2, I think you said?
Yeah.
And I didn't know where to start. It was because I didn't really even understand what all of the what do you want to call the acronyms or the initials stood for, and there was a bazillion of them, and
Yeah,
so I
you didn't
never
do a great job with the naming of these.
no. So I never, I Maker's Mark to me, the regular Maker's Mark never really did anything for me. It was just too low proof, and
Mhm.
my entry into Maker's Mark, was cast strength and 46 cast strength, and then they started dropping the Maker's 101, and I really thought that was, and I still really like Maker's 101, which had been, I guess, an overseas or a duty free bottle for a
Right.
long time. And but anyway, now I've gotten into Makers, and so now the lost recipes, I really enjoy those. And anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I want to say like there was a bottle that I won from one of you guys earlier this year. The Keeper's Heart, I think is what I think that's
Oh
the
yeah,
name.
yeah. Then you have
And it's really good.
yeah, yeah. I've got all three of those. And Jason turned me on to, I don't know, I think it was in 2024. They came out with the first Lost Recipe series, and whatever that means.
Mhm.
But he really liked it. And I think they called it Mocha or something like that.
Right.
And I bought that and really dug it. Then they came out with the 2025 version, and I think it comes out in the fall. Um, anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, even though they stopped, the quote unquote wood finishing series, they've still continued to put out, limited releases that you know, are in the same, you know, spirit. I mean, they're all just finished with different barrel stays. I mean, that's as crazy as they get, right?
Right.
All right. I had the old Maker's Blue Jeans bottle. It was good. I've never had the really old Makers, which is supposed to be outstanding. Um, I just come back to, it's got the red wax. I recognized that before I got into whiskey, so I assumed that must mean it was good or something. It had the kind of like the Blanton's thing. That would have probably been the next thing that I assumed must have been good because of the packaging. So, cheers, James Lay. How you doing? So after the first sip, yeah, I am kind of getting some of those, familiar butterscotchy uh, vibes coming through. Maybe not as pronounced as it was, when I cracked this, but it's good, still good, still hanging on. I don't know that I love it as much as I did, but it's not bad at all. Yeah, it's like buttery butterscotch. Andy mentioned popcorn. I'm not sure I'm getting popcorn, but melted caramel, brown sugar, all stuff I like. It was really fruity on the nose to begin with, but I'm not really getting a whole lot of fruit notes on the palate. Maybe a little bit bigger finish than I remembered. So, yeah. Hopefully they can figure out something like this again in the future. This was I liked it a lot better than a lot of the other ones, especially the cellar aged ones that I've tried. So I don't know if those have gotten better.
And that's um, if you can get the cellar aged at SRP,
Mhm.
I'll still grab it. I won't pay anything, not a dime more than that. And I've never been disappointed in one. I think that they've had highs and lows, but to Jason's point, when he tried that first Lost Recipe series, he preferred it over. I think at that point there had been two of the cellar aged released, and I don't disagree with them. I think it's a fantastic bottle.
I do, yeah. I mean, the cellar age are getting some pretty good age statements on them now. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
but this will be like the fourth iteration because there was 23, 4. Yeah, so this will be the
I think
fourth year.
so. And didn't they say this one? I think this one, the youngest that's in it is 11 years. I think.
Yeah, I think they go down a little bit from the higher proof, but not a whole lot. Carlos is in the house. What's going on, dude? How you been? Haven't seen you in a minute. Always good to see you, brother. You guys don't know Whiskey Corner. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Carlos, one of my favorite whiskey tubers out there.
Great
No lie.
channel.
Just one of my favorite people in the community. Let's see. Hey, William Hall's in the house. What's going on, William?
William Hall.
All right, so this next one that I'm going to grab, I think a lot of us enjoyed about 3 years ago and probably haven't gone back to it too much since then.
God, this is just like this is candy.
But yeah, this the more I sip it, the more it kind of comes back to me why I liked it. So for what it's worth, I think that one hung on. There you go.
That bottle's getting pretty low, buddy. You know, I think that you know, if somebody drops $100 super chat, that you ought to just bottle kill that right now.
That'd be the end of the stream. Yeah. All right. So the next one that I grabbed, good old seagrass.
Nice.
I think this was one that kind of, you know, turned everybody's head. What, about 3-4 years ago? Probably 4 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
I know that this was one that I think Danny and I had you know, read some list that was put out by Fred Minnick. I think Danny might have actually got me this bottle probably at least 4 years ago. I can't remember the last time I opened it. But I do remember this had all kind of crazy notes going on at the time, and I didn't know that a whiskey could be this. Tim Cornet, how you doing, buddy? All right, so let's pour a little bit of this. But this is what, rye finished in a bunch of different barrels: apricot brandy, Martinique rum, and Madeira. So it's got a lot of sweeter finishes to it to kind of cut that rye spice. And again, something that I think kind of turned the whiskey scene on its head a while back. But how many of us have really gone back to it in the last few years? I probably drank about half a dozen of those when they came out. So Danny loved it. I think this is this may be the second one I got, Danny. Maybe it's the first. I'm not entirely sure. But there was a minute where we were definitely on the barrel train.
After this year's cigar blend, I'm more firmly on the barrel train.
Yeah, I mean that's cool because I think they were one of my favorites, and then kind of for a few years maybe not so much, and then last year they came out with some new stuff that I really liked, and I did just grab that cigar blend today. So I haven't cracked it yet, but yeah, I mean, what I was actually looking forward to after, seeing a lot of you guys talking about it and a lot of reviews. And
at the end of the stream, I'd like for you to try it and just kind of talk about it for a little,
okay.
For a few minutes. I'll grab mine if you want. And here's the thing: is for me and I was put this in our private group text, that if I try the cigar by itself, it doesn't just jump out of the glass as being, finished in a secondary booze. But I think maybe if you tried it next to the right unfinished bourbon, maybe it would stand out a little more. And the reason I say that is because I did it side by side with the new Blade and Bow 12-year, which is clearly finished. There's no doubt in anybody's mind that it's finished in several different secondary spirits. Compared to that, the barrel comes off tasting like a delicious bourbon, unfinished bourbon.
Yeah, it sounds like it's not overdone. It just kind of
it rides that fine line, I think. And it's very well balanced. And Roger's drinking it right now, and I can't wait to hear his notes on it. Yeah.
Oh, this is wild. All right, so this is kind of what I've been feeling too, Paul. I don't even go back to all the ECBPs I have. I'm sure they're all tasty. It's just always on to the next new bottle. So I've tried to been, trying to spend, lately I've been trying to slow it down in terms of, the new bottles that I'm acquiring. So I don't get all, backed up and, forget about a lot of the good things I do have. And that's kind of been part of why the last few streams I'm trying to look backwards instead of, what are the new things coming out that everybody's, talking about. I actually thought about grabbing one of the old ECBPs. I still got, a good chunk of my C923. Thought about grabbing that, but yeah, I don't think I've finished an Elijah Craig barrel proof in years. Paul, they're all, they're very various different fill levels on my shelf as well. All right, so yeah, this is wild as I remember. It smells super sweet. I think maybe it's the rum finish more than anything else. Comes to the forefront for me. That's that like cane sugar, like that really sweet, almost like what's that? Like turbinado or turbinado, you know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. That comes through, and maybe some of the orange or the Madeira. But then you kind of got that rye on the back end, and maybe there's even a little spearmint in there. So this is like a wild ride. Ooh. All right, quick drop in. Getting ready for my trip up Cedar Ridge pick for the 21090. All right, sweet.
Nice.
That's right in your backyard, right? We'll pick something great, JG. Finally got the ECBP C925 rye, and I'm crushing it. I haven't bought a bourbon since 2023. You mean an Elijah Craig barrel strength bourbon or a bourbon altogether?
Me neither. I haven't bought a bourbon since 2023.
Right. If only that were the case. Well, things would be so different right now. JG is 2 hours away. First, I just imagine like since it's in Iowa, it's got to be in your backyard and you can just walk there. But I guess it's not quite that easy. All right, and so what do you got there? That looks. Is that a
so
starts with
I'm
a B.
switching up now, and I'm going to Baker's.
Baker's, that's it.
I've got the regular Baker's 107. I've got the Baker's. These are all 107 proof. I've got the regular. I've got the 13, and I've got the high rye bourbon, all at 107 proof. And
now that 13 was a big deal for a minute, and then
yep.
I feel like it had its moment, and then it was gone.
That's right. And I probably haven't had it since it had its moment.
All right. So Eric wants to know what the proof is on the Seagrass. This is 118.58. And again, I'm guessing this is every bit of 4 years old, if not a little bit older. I know they've got like the silver labels or the gold labels or, different iterations of Seagrass, but yeah, this was the one that, kind of opened my eyes a bit. Yeah. And again, I think it's so unique. It's so over the top that's probably why I haven't gone back to it recently. It's definitely what you probably would call a mood pour. You got to be in the mood for this in particular, because otherwise, it's such a bizarre off profile compared to probably anything else I've got here in my collection that you got to be in the mood for it. What's going on, Jeff? How you doing, buddy?
Hello again, whiskey friends.
There's my imitation of Jeff. I got to get a Guided by Voices t-shirt.
Jeff Wack, jump on here, buddy.
Yeah, feel free. I don't remember getting quite this much mint at the end of it, Toby. So if I had to say, has this changed? Maybe the mint came more forward, or I became more sensitive to it. I don't know. But yeah, at first it was that rum. Now it's kind of the mint taking over. Not loving it. Definitely not loving it as much as I did back when I got it. All right, what does Eric say? Seagrass has always been a solid proof. I really like Baker's 13. What year do you have, Toby? Did they do more than one of the 13, or was there just one?
I do have, but the other one's not even open. This
Oh.
one is probably, this may be
23?
Yeah, let me see here. Let's see what this shit says.
What's up, Thomas?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
For some reason, I'm thinking those came out in 2023.
That sounds about right. And I have not finished a Baker's 13. I do have, so I may have 23 and 24, or 24 and 25, whatever. I don't know.
Did you pour any of it?
Yeah, I've got all three of them sitting right here.
Oh, all right. I'm curious to see how the 13 is.
The 13 has the best nose, for sure. I just remember when the regular, when I first was able to get the regular, I fell in love with it. I really, really liked it. And the funny thing is I was in, so the Bakers, the Bookers, Basil Hayden, and what's the other one? Knob Creek. Those were, I was, this is the 90s. I'm working in hey buddy.
Hey man.
I'm working at a grocery store, and I remember when they released Blanton's for the first time, and I wasn't into bourbon like that, but I knew it was a big deal. But then I remember the day that we first got in these 4 new expressions from Jim Beam, and they all had kind of an antique label at that time. Now they've all kind of evolved since then, but they all had like that parchment antique label when they first came out. And anyway, and Knob Creek still kind of has a little bit of that. Baker's doesn't have.
I have never purchased a bottle of Baker's of any iteration. I think I've had one in my hands, and maybe at the last minute pick something else up. I thought about picking up that 13 when I was at Jim Beam, I think, for the first time, and I grabbed something else. But I've never purchased a bottle of it. I'm not even sure that I've tried it, to be honest. But I think maybe I've had it, the regular Baker's, in a flight. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those that's eluded me. I mean, I don't think I've really sought it out either. It just hasn't spoken to me yet.
So these are every bit as good as I remember.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I had at that point when I first grabbed these, I had a couple of Knob Creeks, but I don't think that they had really pulled me into being a Beam fanboy like these did. When I first had these, I remember.
I went the opposite way. I picked up a bunch of Knob Creeks, and I really liked those expressions for whatever reason. What's up, Brian? How you doing?
Now I love all of it. I like Baker's, I like Booker's, I like Knob Creek. I like a lot of what Beam does, and I don't mind, there being a nutty note as long as it's kept in check. I think it fits in the overall bourbon profile.
Yeah, I mean,
balanced.
I like something a little different, and I like that nuttiness a lot of times. In fact, one of the bottles that I grabbed was actually a Booker's, and this is, I don't know if you can see this or not. This is 2023 for I think it's the Storyteller's badge.
I might have that.
Yeah, the Storyteller badge.
Okay.
I did this in a flight at the end of, must have been 23, maybe it was 24. At some point, I did this in a blind flight and won. Now, this was like a straight, like, nutty candy bar vibe, like a Snickers, if I remember. So I'm curious to see if that held on. How's everyone here? I think everyone here is all right, man.
Good, man.
Good to see you, Ryan. Danny said I like that one. Oh, yeah. Check out Bourbon Lover.
I like what Paul P said earlier in the stream about all the Elijah Craig barrel proofs that we all have. And, you know, we're so much on to the next thing or what we're picking that we kind of fall behind about how good those are, and we just don't go to them enough. And he makes a great point with that.
Yeah, and I kind of like the decision on their end to not put them out for a minute and see what that does to, you know, consumer sentiment, I suppose, or demand.
Well, or that could be the point, or it also just could be that by taking a year off, they allow it to age up a little bit more, back to where closer to where it was.
Right. Or they're trying to shine a light on the rye, which seems to be, you know, pretty well received. All right. So storytellers. All right.
I forgot how good this is, and it's such a great proof point. 107.
Yeah, that's kind of where I find, you know, again, I'm kind of finding that I'm gravitating more to like the low one teens, like 112, 110, 114-ish.
Yep.
You know, this was a little bit hot. I think this one's 127.
And those bookers to me can I always let it open up because to me it can come off like stag, to where it almost, when you first pour it, it can drink hotter than it should.
Yeah.
And if you just let it sit for 10, 15 minutes, then the flavors come out and the ethanol kind of dissipate.
I just poured some of the Mighty Fine batch, Tom. What year was that? Was that last year? These seem to be kind of, you know, hit and miss in terms of, you know, is it something we like, something we don't like? And I just, you know, as much as I like this bottle, this was probably the last Bookers I picked up. You know, I've had samples of some of the other batches, and some of them were okay. Somebody sent me a bottle of older Bookers, like from a raffle or something, and it's awful. So I haven't gone back to that one. So it's just kind of hit and miss, but this one is really good, and it's like a Snickers. It's got all those nutty chocolate vibes to it.
The only one that I have, all of them, I think I have that bottle, but I was looking, I don't think I have anything before 2024. I finished them all, but I think it was the first or second batch of 2024 was the Apprentice batch, and I got a chance to try it, and it was just shit, so I didn't buy it. It's the only one I don't have, I think, in the last like 3 years that I didn't buy. And I mean, nowadays, you know, if you, and who was it that posted in our chat, or somebody posted they saw Bookers now for like
Costco. It was
yeah, I saw that.
Brandon Whiskey Weather, I think, said he saw it for like 69 or something. Toby,
yeah, I think it was like 57. There was something silly.
Yeah. It's like buy two. You know,
I know. I'm gonna buy that. You know, if it's under $100, I'm gonna buy it.
It's 89 here all the time.
Right. And the thing is, Costco eventually gets them all here, and that puts it at 85. And so I'm going to buy it no matter what. But now it's shit. If you can get it for whatever you just said, Marty, I mean, it's like a no-brainer. It's kind of like ECBP or you know, or for me, Larceny too, was if you can get them at SRP, I'm going to grab it, you know, without trying it, because you know.
Yeah, at 57, I'd grab it without knowing anything.
Right.
Greg knows. Greg gives me all kinds of updates.
I don't know. So I don't know.
Greg. That's Greg McDonald.
Is that Greg? Okay, Greg. When was Lumberyard? What was
I don't know that one. I really don't know.
I don't either. When was Lumberyard?
That's probably JG's favorite. What's up, Carlos?
Yeah, I would say this doesn't drink its proof either. It drinks under that 127 mark, which is a good sign. I mean, it's really well balanced. This is It's a really good bourbon.
So
You know
if I had to
something-
rank these three, I would put the high rye bourbon in last place. Now, it's good. I would just put it in last place. Then I would go to the regular 107, and then the 13 is a runaway hit out of these three. On the nose, on the palate, it's sweeter, yet it has a better oak profile. That's delicious. The 13 is delicious.
And I want to say those were about $1.50 when I saw them at Beam.
You know, I haven't looked at one in so long. I have no idea. That seems high, though.
There. Well, I mean, it was at Beam. I think everything was kind of.
Tiffany.
Look at this guy.
I know.
She keeps saying that. All of a sudden, Marty's going to be like Travis. He's going to start showing up without any sleeves. You know,
Dude, I love my
then
shirt.
he'll be in the bathtub, and oh, good lord.
Which way is it to the restroom?
Yeah. You got to hit some of them curls. Danny says, JG said the Valentine hazmat that y'all like tasted like Amberana and he didn't care for it. That was that Cinnabon, Toby. You remember that from that flight? The hazmat flight from about a month ago.
Oh, yeah, from Danny. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I guess JG didn't like it. Oh, well.
It's okay.
I thought that was amazing.
You know, if you ask me today what four were in that flight, I can only remember one.
Which one was that?
That was the Pingree, the Mayor Pingree.
That was it. That was the Cinnabon.
Is that really?
Yeah, that was the nickname of that particular barrel.
All right. That was delicious.
So yeah, so I guess JG didn't like it.
Are you kidding? I went to Barrels for Hope with Dan. We walked in, and there were, I don't know, half a dozen guys sitting around the table right inside the front door of the Fairfield. You know, that table is right up there in the glass window. And that was one of the bottles they had. Dan hadn't tried it. Now, I'd only had it like a week before on the live stream. Dan tried it, and he looked at me, and his eyes got like this big. And he's like, that is so good. And I like it. Oh.
Yeah, they've got some special stuff. It's you know, it's few and far between, but they'll put out something, you know, occasionally that's just amazing.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Hey, what's going on, Greg? Yeah, Greg sent me some amazing samples. I thought about changing the topic of the stream last minute just because of them, but I'm gonna hold off on those for a moment. Anyhow, Greg. In the coming years, Love Bookers, and I've been buying them since they came out, 88, 89. So Thomas Anderson, one of the OGs. Been collecting bourbon since I've been in short pants. You sipping on anything, Marty? Or are you just fighting a mosquito?
Yeah, I'm going through some Gandy Road samples that Toby's had the chance to enjoy. I'm in the D Heart now. Getting ready to go to the Dragon's Milk Maple next.
Oh, okay.
Haven't tried that one. Looking forward to seeing how this baby works out. Can't probably zoom in, but that's okay. So, yeah, good stuff, man. We had a blast Tuesday, man. That was so much fun.
Yeah, it was good seeing those guys. You know, Dave and Gandy up on there. I was back and forth, and I was, you know, I remember chiming in and saying, "What was that reveal?" I was like, oh,
dude. I will say now that might be the hardest blind I've ever done.
You want to know what's interesting, Marty? Is, I don't know, probably a month ago, Dave won some samples on one of my streams, and it was a vertical of the Evernorth Exodus line, and I think I sent him that, and then a vertical of the Night Stalkers. So I don't know if he got to those or whatever, but that's what that flight was the Exodus line, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 4. And what was awesome is I had an ounce left of all of them because that was the second one we did, and we got to talking, and and I was sipping through everything we'd done, and I had a 4-ounce sample bottle that I had kept, so I put the rest of the samples from Dave into that from the Exodus and blended all of them, and I sealed it. It was perfect. I had just enough, and I sealed it up, so it's going to go in the box for a later time.
Yeah, they do such a good job with those, and I can see how they would have fooled you because they don't drink like ryes. I mean,
dude, that's the first.
definitely bourbon drinkers, right?
The first thing, I mean, like me and Toby trying to think we're badasses and gonna get ahead of it. Okay, we're on to number 3, bourbon. We're just right off the shot. It's like there's no hint of rye here at all. Just. And then when he said what it was, I was just like, oh my gosh.
So, just to add on to what Marty, I did the exact same thing. I only drank half of them, and I put the 4 remaining ounces into a container. But then I drank that container last night. So,
Hell, Toby, I put my travel and heated it up so that no air. Technically, it's going in the box.
Good for you, man.
And you know what? Gandy killed, was it batch 3 to do that for us? It was 2 or 3. He had no more left.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm torn when I go back to those because I want to make them last, but then I always say, you know what? By the time I'm finished with this one, there's going to be the next one that they put out. And in my opinion, they've all gotten progressively better too.
The one I've got from Evernorth that I've not opened, thanks to Trav, is I think the last Crimson, what you call it?
Crimson Hollow. You got to try that, dude.
Yeah, I've not even opened it yet, and I've had it for probably 3 months.
That's amazing. You got to try that.
It was in storage, and I brought it home to take to the beach, and I didn't. So I'll crack it. What's up, Dano?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Hey, Dusty Mellow Corn.
Dusty Mellow Corn, man.
You all right?
Yeah.
Is that a nickname or like a physiological problem?
That's our next pick.
How you guys doing tonight? Good?
Yeah, we're doing all right, brother.
Yeah.
Good, man.
I'm glad you jumped on, buddy. You on your way home from work?
Yeah. On my way home.
Nice.
No beer or liquor in the car, so that's a win.
Oh, yeah, especially if you get pulled over.
It's okay. There's a speedway in sight, and there's hope for you yet.
You work late hours?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, like on late nights, it's about this time, and then on Sundays, it's around 6:30ish.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why sometimes it's hard for me to hop on other like channels and stuff like that, like at the whiskey place. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm not like, number one, it's not my house. I mean, it's my parents' house now since my grandparents passed away and gave it to them. But then also, like I said, when I'm working, I'd have to drive there, and then I prefer not to drive to that house and then drive home after drinking. I did that for a long, long time and got real lucky.
Nice.
So now I just Uber. So
Smart.
Yeah, we're all happy you have Uber on speed dial.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I had some really close calls, and I just, it's not worth it, man. So
No, dude.
I certainly
It's
do.
not.
All right. So Brian Newton says, "Oh man, Marty, the Crimson is such a good pour. Have you tried that one, Dan? The Crimson Hollow, Evernorth?
Do I have the Crimson Hollow?
That's the one that was the
know what?
bourbon and American light whiskey.
No, I have not. I have not tried that one.
Brian Newton, my daughter's getting married.
How did you like that new Wise one? Did you like it?
Oh, dude, it's bonkers. It's just as good as it sounds. You almost think that it would be like super sweet and candy forward, but it's not. It's just like a subtle like nuance to like that 52 Sagamore rye, which is already so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does such a nice job with these goofy finishes, and he's built up quite a following up here. People were
Yeah.
up, I think, in like
I mean,
Atlanta,
those
like
guys do such a good job, man, and like they're to like being able to kind of go there.
yeah, they take care of
It's
us,
good,
and
dude.
everybody takes care of them. So yeah, they do a lot for the community. And I heard Marty saying this the other night. They keep their bottles priced so everybody can, keep getting them and not
100%.
Feel guilty about the price tags. They could be making more money, but I think they're more interested in putting things in people's hands that have been following them for a while.
That's what
Dusty
builds. That's
Dan.
what builds repeat customers, man.
There you go. Exactly. You didn't stop at night shift anytime on your way home. Okay.
That is very true. That I have been known in my younger days to frequent night shift. So yeah, that's a fun spot.
All right, so Marty, I got one that I'm guessing you have on your shelf or did, and this is the Old Elk Double Wheat.
I'm sure it was reviewed.
And again, this is probably 4 or 5 years old. And again, Danny can probably tell me how old this one is because it's one of the same ones that we were chasing together.
The thing, man, and me and Dan has talked about this, and Toby, and I know you have too, is it's like Old Elk is solid. Okay, Old Elk is solid, but they're not $110 solid.
No,
that's the problem. I think they're max $70.
Yeah,
and
Roger
so
said that was
I've got samples of the 10-year coming. I've seen a bunch of reviews and people love it, so I'm going to see if they're going in a direction. I still have Greg Metz's email from where he was on back in 22. I'm going to send Greg an email and see what else going on because nobody says anything about it. I don't even know if his name is still on the bottle labels of anything that's recent.
I haven't purchased an Old Elk bottle in years.
Now that bottle there, Tom, that label there, I had some
black label.
Yeah, well, that round label was one you really, when you saw it in the store, they still had the old labels with it. He told me on the stream those round labels were kind of like a one and done or like an experimental kind of thing. Yeah. So if you saw the round label, it's not going to, at that point, it's not a regular release. Right. It's something they're trying.
Yeah, they had a bunch of different expressions, and I remember, there's most of them had the white label, and a couple of them had the black label. I just assumed it was like their next level up or whatever, or a special release. I don't remember if they were a lot higher in price, but I want to say this was about $100. And back at what it is, it's totally not worth it.
It might have been more than that.
I think this was like $99 at the time, and all it is, it's got 6 year and then some 6, 7, 8 year.
That's one of those corks me and Dan have talked about on stream. If you ain't careful, you'll rip a shit out of it. Next thing you know, they're gone.
Yup.
See, I haven't had that problem.
No, I haven't had that problem.
Well, let me ask you this. Pull it, try to pick up that bottle, put your hand, and will it pop off? Okay, all right. Well, that's good.
See, the problem I've had with Old Elk is a loose cork.
Yeah,
shrinkage.
But I think what the gimmick was on this, Marty, I thought it was like an older blended with a younger, but it's really more of a wheat whiskey blended with a bourbon.
Shit, what was the last? I gotta look and see what the last Old Elk review I did.
I remember you did a blind flight one time. You sent me
Oh
that
God,
one.
Colin sent me. Good Lord, 15 hobo bottles of different things, and I
Yeah,
sampled
that
all
wasn't
that.
that long ago.
Yeah, and JG won. I still got all the bottles for JG. He goes, just sit on them, good, because I don't want to wrap that shit up.
All right, so this smells like burnt rubber.
Game on.
Awesome.
Toby, did you get your box today?
I did, buddy. Thank you very much. That's why I was checking
right.
with Marty. Hey, Marty, I'm showing it. I'm showing it was delivered. And it's just I sent you. It's just a little teeny tiny like what would have samples in it or something.
No, it might. Let me check the UPS store. It might have gone there.
Dan, I got that package you sent the other day. It was a rum.
A rum?
Yeah, from 21090.
Oh yeah, the smoking guns or something like that, or blazing guns or something.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was until I looked at the label. I was like, oh, it was a pick that those guys did.
Yeah.
And then there was a 1958 A. Smith Bowman.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, bragger.
So that would be a Dusty, sir.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I love the way that bottle looks.
This smells terrible. I can only imagine how it's going to taste.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like burnt rubber and like melted plastic.
Oh God, dude.
It smells awful.
Toby, I don't see it anywhere. I got Kevin O'Malley's Stag 26B today. I got what else did I get?
I'm gonna shoot it to you.
Yeah, on the palate, this is like just black licorice.
Ugh.
Yeah, this did not age well at all. At some point, I thought this was good. Now this is just god awful. All right. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. You get a fresh glass after that.
Hey, I'm talking this Baker's 13 is fantastic.
The one I got is fair. I bought it 2 years ago, and they're all single barrels. Everybody needs to remember that.
Oh.
Okay.
So maybe a lot of variants.
Maybe I took that shit right off of it. Oh yeah, single barrel. Yeah.
All right, and as you guys can see,
I think you're right. I think the bottle had like a necklace, and that had like the single
clanger on it.
Yeah, I take that shit right off. I don't, no bottle bling at my house.
Nah.
What the fuck? I got Kevin's bottle. Jenny got medicine.
We're not gonna bedazzle the whiskey bottle.
And they show it delivered with the picture, Toby, but
I did the wrong house.
Someone else's house.
No. Everything's up front here, and everything got delivered together. But I didn't get anything.
It's a little. I think it's a little tiny white box.
So Gremlin's got it.
Did it have a T-shirt in it?
Yes, it did.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome.
I was thinking drinking, so I'm thinking, okay.
What's going on, Randall?
Randall.
Off-topic whiskey. Make sure you're checking him out.
Yeah, man. Good channel.
All right. So next one I got. Hopefully this is better than the old elk. I think this was my first Nashville barrel pick, or not my pick, but the first Nashville barrel pick that I picked up. And this was, what's it called? Bourbon Pickers. It's a collab with ADHD and Stuff and Whiskey. and I think this was kind of the one that got me down the Nashville Barrel Company rabbit hole. This one's got a pretty good amount gone. I don't remember having this within the last 2 years, so I think I probably drank a good bit of it at first, maybe sampled it out, and really haven't gone back to it because I've accumulated a lot of those Nashville picks. But this one's only 5 years old, so I think this was kind of when they first started dropping the group picks. Swag Junior is what they call this one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one, dude.
I remember liking it a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
America. That's what he says, right?
The 8 years, the last one I reviewed 10 months ago.
Old Elk.
Yeah, and I liked it. I think it was pretty good. But it was 60 bucks.
Roger Dodger.
The Dodger.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, buddy? Cheers.
Raja.
And by the way, if you can't really see Dan, but all he has to do is laugh, and you instantly know that it's Dan.
That's exactly what my wife says. Like, she's like, I'll have my laptop, on the couch, and she'll be watching TV, and I'll put on Dan's stream, and she's like, "Who are you watching?" And then she'll hear Dan's laugh. "Oh, you watch Dan? Okay, all right." He instantly knows.
It's so funny. We can hear him laugh. Occasionally, we'll see his teeth when he goes by
Or his eyeballs.
light or something like that. Which is probably for the best because knowing Dan, he has no pants on. He's just
That's the only way to ride home from work, man. Pantless.
The impede your driving.
gotta air that shit out.
All right. So this one, I don't remember these kind of notes. This kind of reminds me of like a caramel apple. I think it's very bright, like green apple, Jolly Rancher, and melted caramel.
Mm.
Only bottle from S&W I had better than Swag Junior was Sunday Brunch. I don't know if I.
That's a good one too. That's a real good one.
S&W, don't they make like canned vegetables and shit?
What?
All right. So yeah, this one still drinks really well. What the heck is this? Where's this source from? Anyone
It's
remember?
probably MGP.
MGP if it's Nashville, maybe.
You telling me this is 5-year MGP and it's this good?
Yeah.
They just must have hit off.
Does it have the series on it, Tom, on the front, the 4 digits?
Yeah. Hang on.
I don't know if that's a 33
Maybe
series.
not. Oh yeah, it says barrel number 1562. If that means.
Oh,
anything.
15. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this says distilled in Kentucky.
That may be. You know what that is? That's the quote unquote Buffalo Trace. That's the rumor anyway. I don't know if it's true or not, but the 1500 series I think was rumored to be Buffalo Trace.
Whatever it is, it holds up.
Someone in your chat probably knows better than I do, but
All right. Off topic says Found North Helldiver 3. Y'all are gonna want to get this one. They're all good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just kind of got, I kept losing the lotteries and not being able to get them, and I don't know, lost interest and bought other stuff. But the stuff that I have, it's all good.
Hey Dan,
Yeah.
I didn't reach out or nothing, but I need to watch it. What did you think of the new batch from K. Luke?
I think it's good. I don't think it's as good as the 15 is. It drinks a lot softer. It's a little more like buttery texture to it. More like softer kind of nuanced flavors in the 15. But yeah, it doesn't have that punch of flavor like the 15 did. And I mean, I even said on my Patreon, like it's not really, it's not really in my top favorites from him. But I mean, I think it's still good. It's just not like it. Definitely not like the 15, and then some of the other batches too. So
Okay.
So Roger, what'd you think of that barrel cigar blend?
Very good. I mean, especially for the first pour, I typically don't pour the same bottle twice. I just kind of move around, but I had to do a second pour. It was, it's a really good proof too. It's like 111, and so it's not super hot. It's, you can, I didn't have anything before it, so I started off, and it didn't like overwhelm me. Yeah, and Toby asked me like if I didn't know it was finished, would I guess? And I think I might guess that it was finished only because it's different enough, but I wouldn't know like finished in what. And it's got several finishes, so I could probably guess one of them because I think it's rum finished. What is it? Is it
Madeira in there?
There's a Mizunara finish, or there's something else. But yeah, it's definitely going to be part of the rotation.
Madeira, Armagnac, rum, and Hungarian oak.
Hungarian oak. There you go.
So everybody out there, I think somebody, maybe it was Randall earlier, said that they're sold out on their website. So those barrels are that cigar blend from Barrel Craft is, nearing the end of its release. I know that there are still a few places online where you can get it, and you can get it at SRP, and so do it. I mean,
Justin, my buddy here in Anger, it just now hit North Carolina warehouse. So I told him, I said, get all the cases you can, and of course he said he would, but we know how this shit state works. They give you what they want you to have. So it may be 6, it may be 2, it may be none. But I will keep everybody.
I noticed local here, a handful of the local stores just posted them within the last couple of days. I think we had a little bit, maybe about a month ago, but I think it was just a bit, and it sold out quickly. And stores are just getting their reorders local. And I think it was $79, which was, I was surprised because all of the barrel stuff here that I can remember was always like $85.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
for me, that's a buy it and back it up.
Matt, I think if that's the case, I don't think you'll see it in 2026. I think they may sit on that till 2027. I don't know that. I don't know anything that makes me think different, but with everything they've got going that I do know of with their finished barrels, that's the kind of thing they'll do a barrel batch 30, 38, and then they'll put out 2 or 3 higher end 12, 14 year stuff for a few months and then come back. I don't know if we'll see it. I don't care, but I hope you're right.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see where these come in at like the end of the year type lists, best of. And if, obviously if it hits a lot of lists and gets a lot of pub, obviously that'll influence.
I think it could be a sneaky contender. I also think that the old granddad single
that's my
barrel,
2 right there, Toby. That's my 2.
that could be a
2 for the money
contender. Matt, and they haven't done it, but can you imagine, if Jonathan Maizano at K. Luke tried to do a cigar blend? I mean, I would be really interested to see what he could come up with. Because I mean, K. Luke and Barrel Craft are kind of at the apex of NDP. So.
Talk about forgotten whiskeys. You guys remember the Barrel Seagrass, like when it first dropped?
Oh yeah.
I think you might have joined us right after we stopped talking about it. That was the.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah, I didn't.
Second or third bottle I had here. Yeah. It's so weird, Dan. Going back to it, it's just Yeah, it's still unlike anything out there, but I'm getting like more minty vibes than I was before, where it was like, the sugar cane and apricot. Now I think mint is kind of.
Oh, it's turned minty. Okay, interesting.
At least my bottle, but my bottle I think was like 4 or 5 years old.
So me starting with the cigar blend, and then you go into the seagrass, Tom. I started going down a barrel rabbit hole, and I remember Vantage that came out a few years back.
I still got like 90% of that bottle.
That is, I'm actually I backed up a bottle, and I just had a pour of that. So good. And the Armada Blend I'm going to go to next, and again, that's more of a dessert pour. It's like a.
God, that was the one that's been discontinued for some years.
I actually picked one up this year, actually 2 up this year, finished in pear, brandy, rum, and Sicilian Amaro casks. It is so sweet, but so good.
Did those have dates on them? 'Cause I want to say those have been discontinued for at least maybe 3 years, I'd guess. Unless they re-released it. I thought it was like they discontinued that one.
Well, I know they pulled them off from Ohio, so you can't buy them in Ohio anymore. There's not a date on this, but yeah, I think I picked mine up from Sealbox.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, if I saw one on the shelf like local, I would be tempted to grab it just because I know it's not something that's still around, and it does sound wild, like a lot of those like initial barrel blends, like Dovetail and Secrets. So. Brian Newton says, I opened up the sample Danny sent of the Jerk Weather American Light Whiskey. First time for a light whiskey. All right. Well, Brian, let us know what you think, buddy. Showing no fear, jumping right in the deep end, 152 proof. Brian just not messing around. I respect that, brother.
That shit'll send you streaking, buddy.
Tom, are you still sipping on the Nashville barrel?
This is so good. Like I'm amazed at how well this has held up, and even against a lot of the barrel stuff that I've got, or the Nashville stuff that I've got is quite a bit older. This is fantastic. It has to just be like a bizarre one-off barrel that they grab, but it's great.
I had to slow down for a minute and finish that Baker's 13. Everything else made it into the Thursday night, blend.
The cuvee.
But I've got my last distillery up here, and I'm glad that Tom and Marty and Roger and I think Dan, because you guys may have all 3 of these, at least 1 or 2 of these. And I kind of brought these up because a couple of these bottles have gone out this week to people. And anyway, so the first in this last flight of 3 is the Lawrenceburg Distilling High Wheat Rye.
That's the high wheat rye?
The high wheat rye.
Oh, that one's so good.
And then next up is the Lawrenceburg Distilling, and this bottle is maybe one of the most rare bottles. This is barrel number 4 ever to come out of Lawrenceburg Distilling, and this is a single barrel bourbon, black label.
That's so good.
Yeah, this is just such a fit. Look at the color on that thing, man. And then we've got an 8-year. I think this is an 8-year. It's an 8 or 9 year. Again, this is just another bourbon. This is the kind of the dark purple label. These are all Lawrenceburg Distilling.
And it's signed.
Yeah, mine are all
signed.
Those
are all signed. He did that for us. And I know that most of the people on stream here on camera have 1 or 2 or all 3 of these. I've been giving these bottles out for a while. I haven't been back to them in at least a year. So this is good practice.
All right. Brian says, I like it, Tom. On the nose, it's sweet, earthy, but I get citrus. Yeah, I think we got like a orange kind of creamsicle vibe on that one with some vanilla cake or yellow cake on that one, Brian. But yeah, it's got some heat to it, buddy.
Is that the Larrikin?
No, that's he's drinking the Jerk Weather light whiskey that got a sample of. Look at this guy.
There you
Hey,
go.
Guys,
how are y'all today?
how are
Good,
you,
man.
man?
How are you?
I'm here. still awake at the moment.
Is he sleeping or is he just hanging out?
Oh, he's just hanging out. Mama's getting a nap right now. So
Nice.
I figured we'd come hang out for a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that little Trey? I thought that was your little Elmo doll that you.
I mean, he does kind of. I mean, he is kind of a, No, he's.
When do y'all go back to the doctor, Trey?
We went today. He's now a man.
Okay.
Really? They didn't take care of that in the hospital before he went home.
So funny enough, they quit doing some of those there.
Oh.
Some of the pediatricians, I guess our local college that puts out doctors, their group doesn't do them anymore there. So, and they're the main doctors on call during the night. So, but no, we got it done today.
All right.
Wait, what was that comment that you just took down on there? The barrel cigar blend too. Second barrel cigars blend.
Second barrel cigar is 111.2, and the one that I have in my hand is just 111.
Oh, so there's a second
batch one or what?
So it's out.
Okay.
You're saying, Joe, it's out. That's kind of weird.
Huh.
Oh shit.
Toby's like, I got 7 of each.
No.
Look at that handsome dude, man.
There he is.
Sure hope he
That's
looks like
Like,
his mother.
what's going on?
What's up, little man?
Say hi. He's like, nope.
You know what? Enjoy all the quiet you get, brother. Those first few months, man. You get through that, you're in the home stretch.
Yeah.
He's been good tonight. So.
Oh, okay. So 111. Okay, so I have an open one and a backup of 111.2. So okay, I've got number one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have 111.2. I do have 111 on the way. We'll see. Batch 2 on the way.
Oh, so 111 is the batch 2. Okay. So
Yes.
that's what I got. All right.
Well,
I was
okay.
curious. So.
I got 111. I didn't realize it was batch. It doesn't say batch 2
You
anymore.
just
got
pick
batch
yours up,
2.
Roger?
What's that?
You just pick yours up?
Yeah, I just got it delivered.
well, I'll
today.
email them right now and see if I can't get one on the way. Because I mean, damn.
So Roger, yours is 111 even.
Mine's 111 even, and it doesn't
I
say a batch number on it anywhere.
No, I don't think it does.
Unless it's on the laser code or whatever somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think
I can barely read the fine print, let alone these laser codes. Come on.
I think my local still has at least one of my locals still has some of the batch 1 or 111.2.
I need to grab a backup of that bottle for sure. I need to find it.
Yeah, that bottle was awesome.
Yeah.
I hope it's coming. I'll grab all I can.
Wow. Yeah, they had 2 of these on the counter. I grabbed one.
Marty, I mean, if you need a 111.2, I'm sure B&B still has some.
I've got it. They sent me one to review, and that's the one I've got. I didn't know, but it wasn't Joe. Somebody might have been Matt earlier that said that they're getting ready to release batch 2, and I went into the whole damn detail about it. Probably won't be this year, but apparently they've got so many they've done that they've go ahead and dropped that 111. So
but that's a great fall. Maybe you don't release a winter whiskey or a holiday, but that barrel cigar blend is a delicious winter holiday.
It's just full body. Yeah.
Even
Well,
it's a proof, though. I wouldn't shy away from it even when it's warm. You know what I mean? So
me and Dan said for probably the last 2 or 3 months, the samples we've gotten to review, all those have been very good. They've picked their game up.
Oh, 100%, dude.
I mean, batch 37 was good. 38 is good. The 12-year French oak was good.
Yep.
I mean,
Their ice wine the year before that was good.
Yeah,
I mean,
super
they
sweet and
picked
good.
it
Yeah,
up.
they are. I agree. They're stepping the game up, man.
It sounded like they were kind of on the ropes for a minute, right?
Well, they
yeah, there was
sold all
some.
those
They had
rick
some
houses,
stuff going on.
you know.
Yeah,
They just
but
got stale. They weren't offering
they had
anything
too much,
spectacular
I
for the
think.
price.
Right.
when people hear barrel craft spirits, they don't. You wouldn't typically think, top 10 whiskeys, but man, I'll tell you, I mean that barrel cigar blend, that thing could be in a couple people's top 5 lists for this year for sure. That's
sure.
a good whiskey, man.
It will be on the price. If you
Yeah.
consider
Oh, the
price
price,
and
for sure.
availability, it's there.
Yeah.
It's just like old Granddad 7. Like we said, man, those two for the availability and the price are home runs.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's an 18-year in it?
the Evan Williams 250th.
Yeah.
Yeah, single barrels.
Yep.
So this cigar blend from Barrel has some 18-year whiskey in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Dickel.
Wow. Yeah, it's, let's say
Don't let
Tennessee.
that scare you. It doesn't taste
No,
like
I
it.
mean, yeah, I mean,
Damn it, Dan.
I mean, I'm not a big Dickel fan, but I love that bottle. So,
oh man, yeah. If
Dude,
they're gonna put Dickel in a bottle and taste like that, give me that all day.
Boys, you start throwing old Dickel and stuff. Travis Rowe will tell you too, man. That funk will go away.
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to dig to get it. Yeah, I've got the 19 or 20 like Toby's got
I
there.
don't know.
What you got there?
This is 100% Dickel, and it has zero minerality.
Yeah.
No vitamin, nothing.
Yeah, Marty, you're lucky you got that bottle back. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not surprised.
This is 12 years. This is only 12 years.
What was mine, Trey? Like 17, 19 or something?
Yeah, something. I think it was 19.
Yeah. It's here. It's actually, hold on a minute. I know where it's at.
It was good.
All right. So earlier, Randall mentioned Found North Helldiver. One of the bottles that I grabbed for tonight was Found North Batch 007.
Yeah.
This was before they started naming them.
Yep.
They just had the numbers. You could find them basically whenever you wanted on shared pour. You didn't have to join a raffle or be in a group. They just had them on the site, and if you finish one, you can go get another. Those days came and went, unfortunately for us, but Found North really caught on. This 007 was an 18-year, finished on Hungarian oak, and what is it? It's Canadian and rye, right? It says distilled in Canada. I know this is actually corn whiskey.
Look at the color of that shit. Yeah.
Does Found North still do the little squatty bottles?
The last one I got, I think was a year ago. And those are their picks.
Okay, that's what it is. I was going to say I had one of those, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I've
this
never
was the
seen it
last
before.
pick I got. I mean, I barely touched it. And this is probably last year sometime, I guess, early last year. And these are all great. Again, just stuff I haven't gone back to recently.
There's a new lottery out that's going to go out next week. It's the Helldiver 26 called the Last Flight. So I'm assuming it's going to be the last one. But 170 retail. Looks like a mix of 16-year all the way up to 25-year.
See, I used to get these, and now I just have them sitting. This is why I don't get the media samples anymore from Found North. It's just not doing reviews. Goldfinch 15-year. If it's any good, I still have an uncracked sample. But this was the 007. I think the one that was my favorite from the early batches.
Got the hiccups.
I was just such a fan of their bottles. If you guys have seen these, they've got the etched elevation type map. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really cool.
Guys, I got a jet. I just pulled up. I'm gonna feed the frame, so I'll be in chat.
All right, brother.
Good night, buddy.
Thanks for
See you
hanging out.
guys. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, Dan.
Right.
See. Yeah.
So
I've
were you
got
guys
the-
fans of Found North early on, or no? Or
Yeah, I've been a fan of Found North. I really like the few that I've had, but you don't see many around here. So
yeah, we don't see them on shelves. It's all online stuff.
I've got the 2025, which is a 17-year.
I think I had a sample
It's-
of that one.
Yeah, it's really good. It's finished in sherry, and cognac barrels, 17 to 24 year.
I think
That's
the last one I bought was the one they put out last winter. It was called Snow Day. But you want to talk about stuff I haven't gone back to? I mean, I probably had 2 pours out of this.
Yeah.
I think it had cherry finish in it. First Flurry.
But
10 years, 20 years.
Another
22.
thing too, Thomas. You talk about stuff we don't go back to. Is stuff that we've been into and we absolutely adore it, and we just kind of want to sit on it and save it. And we all have comments of what we can say about bottles like that. Like, oh hell, you're supposed to drink it. Yeah, I get that, but we all kind of have those pours of stuff that we kind of just want to sit on.
Yeah, some hurt more than others when you throw out the bottle. So I could feel that a little bit, but yeah, this one, this one's probably 3-4 years old, and I still got a good chunk of this left. This ain't getting killed anytime soon. All right, I see a lot of you guys getting in on the bottle giveaways. Dude, these are some bangers tonight. I mean, I will not lie. If you've not had that Night Stalker 5, these the Evernorth blends that they do in-house are just silly good. All right, so yeah, this just doesn't really stand out to me anymore. It's fine. It's just not like I wouldn't guess it's anything great. I mean, it's obviously got a lot of age on it. The Hungarian oak doesn't really do a whole lot for me any longer. It's good, but it's just kind of, you know what I mean? It doesn't stick out. Maybe there's just too many other bottles that I have that I like better. I don't know. So whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have piqued my interest. I'm going to have to crack that that barrel cigar. Maybe you're just an elitist, Tom. I don't think so. I don't buy a lot of these like goofy, expensive releases. I haven't been able to get my hands on a gold foil, and I'm not really chasing it. I'd like to try it, but I don't know that I need a bottle of it. I'm trying to think what are the hot bottles right now that everyone's chasing?
Well, the it hasn't hit here yet, but any day it's going to be the Knob Creek 12 cast strength.
yeah,
Is that going to be? That sounds like something I should be able to find on a shelf.
Sure, not on the shelf, but I think you should be able to get it, and you should be able to get it for well under $100. I think
It doesn't. I mean, because at least around here, every store for years did a Knob Creek pick every year, and they're all cask strength, 120 proof. They're all great, right? And then you can get the Knob Creek 12 at most places whenever you want. It's like an $80 bottle. It's really good. This is kind of the intersection of the two. It doesn't scream, oh, this is like going to be ultra, hard to find. And it sounds like it's going to hit a nice intersection of those two things, but is it going to be something like that's next level? It doesn't. I would be surprised if it is.
Next level, no. Elevated, yes.
Okay.
Elevated, yep.
But I think the blenders was, you know, that was a great release.
See, I haven't even tried that yet. I haven't been able to find it here.
That's good.
And that's something that I would pick up because it was like, what, a $40 bottle?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think it's quite that cheap, but it was.
Yeah,
Was.
I think it was 50. Yeah, I think it was 50.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's $49.99 here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, that's something I would have grabbed. DMC says, talk to Barrel Rep at Watch Hill Proper Whiskey Festival last week and said the cigar blend is going to be an annual release. Okay, so the early returns are in, and you know, sounds like everybody's digging it. So yeah, good for them. You know, I'm happy for Barrel.
Well, an annual release, but they're releasing 2 this year, right?
I guess. Without telling you that that's what they did, it kind of seems like that's what they did.
The Ohio Liquor Association, or OHLQ, they have a quarterly bottle lottery for allocated bottles. And I won once 3 years ago. I won the right to be able to buy a birthday bourbon, and so it was like $160. I bought it because it was the only way that I was going to ever own a birthday bourbon.
I would too.
Yeah,
and it's good. I actually
man.
Yeah, I went back to it the other day for the first time in I don't know how long, and I mean it's a sub 100 proof, but it was really good. But they just had another one, and they haven't announced the winners yet. And of course, I always like text my mom, "Hey, mom, time to submit
enter the lottery."
Yeah, and I Marcia and a few other people, but this quarter they did the Buffalo Trace Prohibition Collection, which is those 5 like old. I think they're like maybe 350 milliliter bottles,
375s or something like that,
or 375s. Yeah, that was $1,000. So,
right.
And then they had the E.H. Taylor Cured Oak, the Rock Hill Farm Single Barrel, the new Stag, and then the Star Hill Farm, and all 4 of those were like sub $100. But I did not click on the Buffalo Trace. I figured I could move it, but I'm like, yeah, I don't want to get stuck paying $1,000 for something.
That's a hot potato. You're not going to drink it because it's $1,000, right?
Exactly.
Hold on. What was $1,000?
The Buffalo Trace Prohibition Collection.
Oh,
it's got like the antique, old timey labels, Toby.
Yeah,
that's a little
I know exactly what you're talking about.
pack.
Yeah, everybody that reviews that says it might be worth $200 max.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing you'd
that's
flip.
a perfect example of a company that is using these old labels as a bullshit resurrection. They have no tie to the label. They have no mash bill. You know, it's all marketing. You know.
Well, yeah, look who's coming.
Trent bought that thing last year, and he shit all over it, and was you know.
That's what I was going to say. Yep.
Yep.
Jason did one a year or 2 ago with the cigars, and did the same thing.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, this was. I think I just got the notice for the birthday bourbon, the email from Old Forester. Every year for like the last 7 years, I've entered as many times as I could. This year, I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not wasting my time. One, because I've never sniffed it, but 2, it's you gotta like go down there to pick it up. But 3 is just like I don't know. Maybe something about the whole process just didn't sit well with me. I don't know.
Correct. I get that. But
maybe I'm just annoyed and an old grouchy, you know, I'm a grouchy old man.
Last year, 2025, the President's Choice bottles, they came out. You know, they lasted online for like 5 minutes. Then they hit the streets and they sold right out. Then they hit the streets again like 3 weeks later, and it took a week or so for them to sell. Then they hit the streets again another few weeks later, and they were just sitting right out there. Anybody could walk in and grab one. And so I'm wondering, when that will become the birthday bourbon. Is it going to be? No, well, I was talking about President's Choice, but it's all Old Forester. I'm wondering when all of a sudden, whether this year will be the year that birthday bourbon, kind of is a wah type thing.
People stop caring about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I cracked this barrel cigar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now that yours is the 111.2, correct?
No, mine is the 111.
Oh, so you have batch
number
2. Okay.
It sounds like it based on what you guys are telling me.
Yes, number 2. God, I hope it doesn't.
What does number
suck
2 work
everything you
for?
said.
It's number 2. Classic.
Hey, Tom, do you mind if I ask where you got yours from?
I picked it up at a local today by my
Okay.
office. Just a shop. Like I said, I follow like the socials for a handful of the local stores, and probably like 3 of them within the last 2 days have posted that they got some in. So one is like 5 minutes from my office, so I stepped out, grabbed one at lunch. So I mean, it sounds like batch 2 is just hitting Michigan shops. I get a lot of chocolate on the nose more than anything else. I maybe not
Milk
picking up
chocolate.
these strong vibes from any of the finishes.
So one of the notes I got was 3 Musketeers. I got the milk chocolate. I got the whatever you want to call that shit in the middle,
Nougat.
the chocolate mousse, the nougat or whatever. Yeah.
Fluff. Yeah, it's a nice chocolate candy bar note. I mean,
Yeah.
you say 3 Musketeers, I mean, that's kind of where my brain goes, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely chocolatey for sure.
Yeah. It's good.
It's nice. It's rich and creamy. So yeah, I can kind of see where you make that connection.
I'm telling you, boys, these three Lawrenceburgs are they're delicious.
Toby, I haven't cracked mine yet.
I know I cracked the high wheat, or high rye wheat, or high wheat rye.
High wheat rye. Yeah.
That one.
Is that the yellow?
Yeah.
The yellow one. Yeah. All right. So one of you guys said that you would struggle to say that this was finished off the rip, right? Like none of the finishes, hop out of the glass at me.
Right.
It kind of tells me that they're all kind of in balance, right?
Yeah.
Or it's not overdone, or both of those things.
Agreed.
For me, if you told me it was just a sweet profile bourbon, I'd be like, yeah, I get that. If you told me it was finished, I could be like, yeah, I get that.
Like they say,
I think that if you tried it right up against a clear, unfinished bourbon, it might come off more convincingly finished.
Yeah, that tracks. But kind of after all of these, which is kind of a hodgepodge here, it just tracks like a really good bourbon. Like I'm not getting
It's
what the heck is this? Madeira. I mean, Madeira is usually pretty distinct.
Yeah, I'm not getting that at all.
I don't pick that up. Hungarian oak, which I just had in this North release, doesn't seem to be imparting any really strong flavors. Rum though. Rum usually tracks really sweet.
I think that's what got me with that bottle. When I saw rum, I was like, oh man, this is going to be super sweet.
But the problem with rum is a lot of the notes in rum are not that dissimilar from bourbon. And so it can a rum finish can kind of get, unless it's just crazy sweet, it can get lost in a bourbon, I think.
I wonder if it's what mellowed out some of those other really strong flavors like the Madeira, the Armagnac.
Well,
that's a good theory, Trey.
Blade and Bow 12 year Marty, what are the finishes? But I know one of them is Madeira, but there's 2 or 3 other finishes, but the only thing I get off of it is Madeira.
Yeah.
But it's clearly, there's no hiding it. It's clearly finished, and for me, it's right at that line where it's like too finished.
Yeah, when I tried it, I think the 12 years what kind of stepped it up a notch. It had a little H statement, and it kind of made it sweet and viscous. Yeah. And I think that's where the price kind of made that bottle exceptional.
Yeah, because that's a $60 bottle, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, are you kidding me? It's
12 year 12
year on the 10 should be $120. And you're talking about a Madeira finish, which is very hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
And when they did that at a 12-year bourbon for $60, come on.
But so the other night I was doing it. I think it was after, one of the after streams or something. And Jason was on it, and I did the one you have, Tom, and the Blade and Bow 12-year side by side. And next to the Blade and Bow, the Barrel Craft comes off as being, a completely unfinished bourbon.
I wanted to answer. DMC asked a little earlier about, is $200 worth it for the birthday bourbon? And it really isn't. I mean, if you don't have one, I think it's worth getting one.
I agree with that.
To have. Do I think it's worth spending like $200 every year to get the birthday bourbon? Because it isn't. Like, I went back. It's. I think most birthday bourbons are always going to be sub 100 proof, and not that that's a bad thing. But when I went back and had a pour the other day for the first time in a long time, it surprised me. Like, I was like, wow, I don't remember it being quite this good. So I was really happy with it. But I'm going to try to make that 2023 bottle probably last for at least another couple,
Well, I tell you
years.
what, Roger, I had last October, we were down at our son's house in Chattanooga, and at the bottom of the hill was this little local pub, and they had the 2025 bottle.
Okay.
For like $18 a pour or something, and I grabbed it, and I tried it, and I was like, okay, I know about the proof, I know how many people shit on this bottle for the money, I get that, but I still got that little bit of antique on the finish. And so, like, if you which, we all think we're going to have all these people over at our house to try stuff that we never do. Trey does. I'll say that about Trey. Trey does, but I don't, living here. But, like, if you want somebody to try something that's a little bit antique, that is very sought after, hard to find, and they're not proof hounds, that's your jam.
Yeah, it's one of those impress your buddies bottle kind of type.
Well, I did, when I tried it, I liked it. I'm like, damn, this is good.
I think for the money, if I'm going to search for one, I'd go with the President's Choice over the birthday.
I don't know.
All day, every day.
Yeah. I mean, Trey Larkin and I, we for his 50th birthday, we were down there, and he got the birthday bourbon, right? It's his birthday.
Sure.
And since he got that, I got the President's Choice, so we got to do them side by side, and it's not even close. The proof obviously helps with that.
Yeah, and Trey, I think it's a good marketing thing. I mean, birthday bourbon. So whenever somebody has an occasion, birthday, it's like the obvious, hey, let's seek out this rare bourbon to try for our birthday, and it's got the iconic bottle. I mean, it's marketing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not their best stuff.
I just think for the price, I'm going for President's Choice over that one. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't think it even plays in the same court. But I've also had one. I think it was early 2020, 2021. That was phenomenal. I mean, the layers were there. I can't remember which one it was now, but it was just it just surprised me, because sometimes you go out and you have a pour and you don't expect much from a bottle like that, and then you have it and you're like, oh, Shanks does that for Michter's every now and then for me. I know it's lower proof, and I love it. but
Hey, speaking of devil,
every year is not the best, but Shanks always has some layers to it. Some years are better than
the devil shall appear.
what's up, Trey?
Oh, Trey, you'll love this.
How you doing, buddy?
I got outbid for a ZR1X today.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, because I told him I'd pay MSRP. The guy that bought it paid $106,000 over MSRP. Let that set in.
You do remember you have a baby, right? I'm just
Yeah, but if I got a car like that, I would sell it the next day and make 50, 60
okay.
grand.
Well, okay.
Yeah, no.
It was the car or the baby.
Me and Toby have to start reeling you in.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that pays for a lot of diapers. I'll just tell you that. Dude, no, seriously though, if you get an allocation for something like that, if you get a build sheet for one where you've put the deposit down on, I could take that build sheet and go sell it to somebody for an insane amount of money, like within 24 hours. I wouldn't be out of any money. But yeah, the guy that bought it ended up paying whatever the car comes in at over $100,000 more for it. That's what, because they were doing you put your bid in of what you would pay for it, and they let you know if you're a low man.
This is a new one or what?
Brand spanking new car.
Yeah.
And the people are paying more than MSRP?
Oh,
Yeah, this car is there's not many cars out there that can compete off a production line.
All right, so see, I don't know for Corvettes like you guys, obviously, but I can tell you that they're all over the place up here. Like I drive to work. I probably drive by about 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People in my sub, probably 3 or 4 of them drive by my house on the way to work every morning. So, but I mean, I'm in Metro.
Those are just the ones on the used car lot.
Yeah. Now, so this one is a special edition. It's it's an electric start, gas finish. It's one of the fastest cars in the world. You're looking under, max build out 200 to 250K for the car.
Jesus.
And
for a Chevrolet.
It smokes a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. I mean, you name some of those Porsches. They don't hold a candle to it.
Hold on.
Hey, go look at the numbers.
You're telling me it smokes a Ferrari?
Yep, Nuremberg times, buddy. Straight, and we're talking about straight production car, not a car that went to some speed shop, got hyped up, and
no, because that's what they say about Chevy.
There you go, Trey.
Was that some speed shop and get hyped up?
Yeah, Kelly's birthday's in a few hours.
If it was for Kelly's birthday, you might have went to you could have went to 107 over Trey.
Oh, there you go.
Pinocchio.
No, I got her birthday's right here.
Oh, there you go.
Actually, I have to give props to Vic for this. So this is actually a Jim Beam decanter.
Is it awesome. Like an 85?
84.
That's a C4. That's a C4
84 Jim Beam decanter, and it is still sealed.
Oh, wow, that's right up your alley, brother.
Yeah, I just got that today, so I got to build a shelf to put it back here now.
Nice.
Actually, I found the perfect thing for the Booker's bottles. I'm going to make a shelf out of them to set this thing on.
Oh, the wooden boxes they come in?
Yeah, because it's a Beam product,
Okay, I dig it.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. I like where your head's at.
I can't wait to see in like 10 years, because we're still going to be on these streams talking about whiskey and all kinds of stupid stuff. I can't wait for Trey to talk about what kind of minivan he's driving.
You know what? You say that, but Kelly would kill me if I ever came home with a minivan. That's the one thing she said.
That now. We all said that at some point.
No, she had a Nissan Murano that, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, this thing was a piece of junk. Trey can tell you. This thing, we were holding it on. The underneath, I had the muffler and part of the pipe held on with a clothes hanger. Dude, I'm just telling you, it was janky across the board. And the guy took it into the guy, and he said, "Yeah, it'll be about $12,000 to fix the car." You know what? The private value party of that car was $700. So I said, "We're gonna get rid of it." And she goes, "I don't care what we get; it can't be a minivan."
Nah, until you got two, brother.
It's like, yeah. I think what we have now will do.
Dude,
So
minivans are
my
some
wife's
of the most
chiming in here.
comfortable
She said I
vehicles.
hated our minivan. Our minivan was garbage. But what's funny is I had just bought my wife a nice BMW 330i,
You
and
can't hide money.
she loved it. And like probably 3 months later, she got pregnant with our second, and not that far afterwards, it was minivan.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll see if Kelly changes her mind. I mean, I wouldn't mind if she did, but
No, but you don't need a minivan. You've got the big SUV.
yeah.
I mean, so
You've got a
you
tank
don't have to
already.
go that route.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We don't. So, no, I
know
thought
what's
about the Corvette
interesting is
earlier.
the
He
thing-
said buy it.
I don't know that there's that many minivans out there right now. I think if anything, you see those giant like Tahoes and Yukons
Oh, yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that. instead.
You see blacked out ones around here all the time.
You know,
Yahoos in those cars.
don't talk about Kelly like that.
Is that hitting you close to home?
Yeah.
Hey, for Trey and actually Marty, how close is Sevierville, Tennessee to you guys?
Hour and
Hour
a
and
half.
a half. Yeah, hour and a half.
Well,
You talk about-
if I still live there, Roger, it'd be hour and a half. But now it's like 5.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I
might be going down to Sevierville in September.
Hey, Roger, you know what's there, don't you?
Oh boy, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yep. I still have. That's one of those bottles when Tom was, or maybe it was Marty. No, Marty mentioned about the bottles that you kind of save because you're too afraid to like drink through it. And that Boo Rye that you gave me last year, I'm hanging on to about a quarter of a bottle, and I pour like a half an ounce every once in a while just to drink it. And yeah, I'm hanging on to it.
Well, I will say you can go ahead and kill it because they re-released it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that's the new bottle. And it's really good. That's my second one of the new bottle. I like it a lot.
You know, it does sound like, for whatever it's worth, that if we're looking for anything from those guys, Trey or Travis kind of has us covered.
I mean, and Trey too. I mean, he's had the ones he has the ones that I don't, because we try to keep where when we go over to each other's house, we have something different, right?
There you go. That makes sense.
So
Yep.
And we try to do that. Honestly, we try to do
that.
that with a lot of bottles. If I know Trey has it, I won't go buy it typically, unless it's just a banger,
Smart. No,
They actually have a new
cool.
vermouth finished one for you gin drinkers out there.
Vermouth.
The vermouth one was interesting. It wasn't. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect.
It was super dry. I mean, it was.
Have
It was
you guys
different.
tried? Have you guys tried that Manhattan finish rye from Sagamore?
I wonder if it's vermouth finished.
I mean, it's Manhattan finish, so in
Yeah.
part, but it's fantastic.
I love when companies try new things. You just never know, right? You never know what you're going to come up with. I think one of my most unique things I've had this year was the barrel. Speaking of barrel, they did a ice wine and French oak finish, and I think the French oak really settles down the ice wine a little bit, so it's not nearly as sweet, and you get a little more flavor out of it.
I just think it's great that Barrel's getting their flowers. I mean, if you guys remember, like reading a lot of the headlines and seeing a lot of like YouTube content, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it sounded like they were kind of on the ropes. And
Not even that long ago, Tom. It wasn't even
Was
that
it?
long ago.
It was about a year, maybe a year-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so they've kind of, they kind of hit that last streak and they're back, and it's good for them,
Oh yeah, Eric, that 12-year is really nice.
Yeah, 12 years good. I still have some of the 10-year, and it's really good. So just same juice, a little older. It's good
Trey
stuff.
Larkin, you going to make it to Bardstown this year?
Heck no.
Roll
No.
Tide. Roll Tide.
Oh,
Wow.
Marty.
You hold on. He
Don't
knows
make
I'm,
me
hold on.
disown
He
you.
knows. He knows I'm kidding. He knows I'm kidding.
You know, there are certain words that you shouldn't utter in my
Around the
presence.
bowl, down the hole, roll Tide, roll. Okay, I'll finish it.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll let you slide with that one.
Marty
No,
doesn't
that-
care about the Tide.
That
I
day,
promise
that
you,
day,
I do not care about the Tide.
That day in East Tennessee is known as the third Saturday in October, and that is a very, very sacred day for Tennessee football fans.
Trey.
Sorry.
Well, hey, one of these days, brother. One of these days. You know, I know there's going to be some new faces this year. I was just hoping that you were going to be one of them. I mean, even though you're not really
God
a
it's
new
not.
face.
You know, and it's just sad. It's the sad
It's-
state of Tennessee that, you know, they're only very new to the idea of professional football, and they still cling to this whole, you know, watered down, lukewarm, you know, idea of football of being college.
Hold on. You're talking about professional football. Trey Larkin is one of the biggest fans of the Raiders that you'll ever meet.
Raiders.
That's not what we're
And I'm a
talking
Lions
about.
fan,
We're
and I'm a
talking
Lions
about-
fan.
We said professional football, not.
Yeah, so between me and Tom and Tim
Oh,
Cornet,
James, no.
and Danny, I mean,
So-
you know, between us and then you throw Trey with the damn Raiders in there,
So,
we don't really count.
Hold on. As you know, as the only California boy here on stream, I'm going to ask a trivia question.
All right.
What is the only professional football team to lead the NFL in the most yards earned from penalties and still win the Super Bowl?
San Francisco Giant or San Francisco.
That would be wrong,
49ers.
Trey.
I mean, it's got to be the Raiders, right?
Yeah, Raiders sound like they'd be the
Hall of Fame
the Raiders win though.
The Oakland
Yeah.
Raiders.
Yeah, I mean they're not even mean enough anymore to lead in penalties.
No,
Periods.
but this was back in the day when
Yeah.
when they lived that whole ethos and
When they were the actual Raiders and not like the lineage of
they weren't the Vegas Raiders.
yeah.
Yeah. I will say one of the best things that I did get to do. I got to participate or be at 2 games in the Black Hole in Oakland. So
Oh yeah.
and
Who
that
was head coach at the time? Was it Flores?
Oh,
Flores is what I remember from the early 80s.
This was in 2009. So no. Yeah, it was long
Yeah.
after. Oh, good Lord!
Jeez.
I don't know. That was during the time when they was just, you know, that was after they were good.
Yeah, besides that one year with Rich Gannon where they got to the Super Bowl, Raiders have been trash for about 30 years, 40 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I'm a Lions fan, so
Yeah,
take that for what it's worth. Yeah.
Well, going back to college football, we can all like who we like, but I think we can all on this stream right here, us 6, can all say we root for our team and then whoever's playing Alabama, right?
Pretty
Heck
much.
yeah. You got that
I
right.
think less so now, Roger, but like when Saban was the coach, yeah, and it meant something. I don't think it means a whole lot anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just like semi-pro.
Clearly, Tom is not in Tennessee. It doesn't matter if they're freaking and whatever by the time that we play them. By God, you know, no.
Trey, I'll say
They
one
could-
game matters every year for us here in Michigan, and that's Michigan, Ohio State, and the rest. we
Yeah,
give it
yeah.
up. Michigan State's a distant second, but yeah, Michigan, Ohio State is really the only college game that I think anybody cares about anymore here.
Yeah.
And it's marginalized by the fact that, you know, we just beat Ohio State and they went on to win a national title anyway because of the way the playoffs are. College football, it's just bastardized. It's a bastardized version of what it was when it was great when we were younger.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, that's take that for fact. John Legalvo says, appreciate what you have. I'm a lifelong Browns fan, but go Bucks. Dude,
I'm right there.
you know what? A lifelong Browns fan. Cheers to you, man. That is a lot of suffering. And I'm saying that as a Lions fan, a Browns fan. God bless you, John.
Oh, yeah.
God bless you.
I think John and I, John might be a little bit younger than me, but I'm in the same boat. My dad was a
There you
Browns
go,
fan.
Gunderstruck.
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. And
No,
I've been
you
a
are
Browns
what you are. Where are you from?
For as much as I would love to be a fan of a different NFL team, I can't do it. It's like I'm stuck. And this year, John, I don't know how you feel about this year, but I will not be watching. I will not be spending a whole lot of time watching Browns games on Sunday because it's a waste of time.
That pay-per-view.
Eric, as tempting as it is, I'm going to spare you from my singing.
All right. So John says, my dad started taking me to Browns game before I was in school.
Yeah.
You know, that's John. We're indoctrinized by the time we're, in grade school. Same with me. I remember watching Lions games in 1979 with my dad in front of the television on Thanksgiving. And watching the Lions snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. And it really hasn't been a whole lot different for the last 45 years. All right. Brian Newton says, all I can say is be good, do good, God bless, go Bills.
There you go.
And Brian's a Michigan guy, so I don't know.
There's so many freaking fucking Bills fans in Raleigh. It'll blow your mind. All the damn imports have moved down.
Bills Mafia.
Fuck.
John, I give you credit, John, for still watching.
Damn it.
I
James Lay, I'm going to beat your ass.
Yeah,
That's
when
awesome.
we go to Daytona every year, man, there's Bills fans everywhere down there. I guess that's the winter home for a lot of them.
I can respect Bills
better.
fans because they haven't won anything ever, and they went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost every one. That's gotta be just
I don't care.
excruciating.
But you know what, Tom? I don't care who you love. Watching them lose 4 in a row with Jim
4
Kelly.
that would kill me if I was like a
Jim
kid
Kelly
watching.
being one of the greatest humans on the planet is absolutely devastating.
That was just I can't
That's
imagine.
brutal, man.
Gunter said,
Hey, Eric.
how you doing, brother?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm good. It looked like you had a nice time up in the Upper Peninsula, man.
It was beautiful up there. Stayed
Yeah,
in Eagle River
it's
for a couple of days, and we went down to Cornell for the last 4 or 5 days, and had my first pasty.
Oh wow, okay.
Boating out on Lake Superior, so it was beautiful up there.
I saw a lot of the pictures that you posted on
Yeah,
social,
they
and it looked fantastic, man.
Nothing like sitting by the fire and it being 50-something degrees, and come back down here to Tennessee and it's almost 100. So
Hey, that's why it's vacation, man. You got to enjoy it while you're there.
yeah, we had a great time.
Are you talking temperature or humidity? Both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. It rained on me, and I was trying to get to the hospital this morning, and then I just thought I heard some thunder a few minutes ago. This is the wettest summer I think we've had in I don't know how many years.
So Eric, you fly into Grand Rapids and drive the rest of the way?
We flew into Grand Rapids. We have friends that live a little bit south. They live in Dorr, D-O-R-R Township, and we drove it then up there. Made a lot of stops along the way, so it took us probably the better part of 10 hours to get there. But
it's a good bit of driving, even if you are flying into Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
The Mighty Mac, I think I crossed it once when I was a kid, and it just scared the death out of me.
Well, on top of that, there was an accident or something, so it took us probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get across the bridge.
Oh.
But
that's something, man. That bridge just looking down while you're driving through. Oh my goodness.
oh yeah, that graded the middle lanes. Yeah, it was kind of. I was looking. I wasn't driving, so I kind of looked.
Don't look down.
Yeah, that looking down and seeing how far up that is.
Yeah, that's something, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, went up to Copper Harbor. Oh, went to actually crossed into Wisconsin just briefly. Went to Iron Mountain and went and did a mine tour. But we just had a lot of fun. It was just kind of just low key, kind of get unplugged too, because where we stayed the last few days had no Wi-Fi.
Right.
So I couldn't really get on anybody's streams or anything because I just didn't have enough signal. So.
And what they say, Eric, is when you're up there, you are in God's country. Because if anything happens to you up there, it's between you and God.
Well, that's pretty close to it.
It's you are in such remote.
Yeah, you just unless you're going through any sizable town, you as soon as you get out of that town, you no longer have much of a signal. So you better hope you're not in car trouble or any medical emergency. So
no, but the scenery is second to none.
Not coming anytime soon.
That is a beautiful thing. To not have a signal for your cell phone.
Well, it really was. We just every evening we'd start a fire, sit down there, and where the last place we stayed had a river flowing right behind it, plus a stream feeding into it. So you hear the sound of the fire crackling, you hear the waterfall sounds.
Yep.
Just the evening stuff. So we just sat on just talking and just having just a relaxing time, not thinking about work or other things.
Awesome.
And I will say that a sunset in northern Michigan is unlike any other. And from what I could see, as far as some of the pictures that you took, I think you kind of got that as well.
Oh, yeah. The first place we stayed in Eagle River, we were like 2 blocks from the shores of Superior. So we went down there and took some sunset pictures and just listening to the waves coming in. It was just, I'm going to say it was just peaceful. It was just time to decompress.
Tom Morrow's here. Hey, Tom, how you doing, man? How's the move going? I know Tom finally relocated down south, but I think he's in Florida at the moment. So, Tom, hope everything is going well for you, brother.
Cool.
Cheers, Tom.
Cheers.
I want to congratulate you on the birth of your new son. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Can't believe my older son's going to be 36 in about 7 days.
Oh my goodness!
Goes
Mine
fast.
will be 30. Mine will be 30 in September.
Oh, hey, Tyler's gonna be 22 in another week, couple of weeks.
Oh wow!
My youngest daughter will be 31.
Tim, I know, man. I know. We can't win, buddy.
It goes quick.
We can't be that old.
We were, every so often on our Facebook, memories come up. And there's this one that we've got, like my wife and I, where my youngest is, those dumb things on the bottom of your door, and you touch them, and they make like the reverberating noise. Whoever's making that noise, you got it.
Yeah,
and he's just like slapping the crap out of it, Troy. And he's making a whole bunch of noise, and my wife doesn't see what's going on. And she's yelling. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's Troy." And he is. I'm not kidding you. He's 1, and he's just—it's the funniest thing. Every year it comes up on my memories, and it makes me happy, and I share it with my wife, and we watch it. But dude, it doesn't seem like that long ago. I can remember it, Trey. So enjoy these times. They do. Everybody's going to tell you it goes fast. They're not lying to you, man.
No, that's absolutely the truth.
Oh no, we were just being at the doctor today. We're like, man, it's been 5 days. Like, I feel like it's just been one long day. I mean, yeah. Some of that's because we're not sleeping, but hey.
I got 3.
Tyler was our first, and he never slept. Like even now, I don't know that he sleeps. So it was a long go of it for a while.
I'm kind of hoping he gets Kelly's genes on that one because she used to sleep like 12 or 13 hours a day.
Oh man, if you get that, God bless you. God bless you.
If it's me, oh man, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Kelly. I'll say this about Kelly. Kelly is she can adapt to every situation, and what I mean is like whether we're doing whiskey drinking and she's wore out, she will hang out and be part of it. Toby knows, Trey Larkin knows. But like if this kid just kind of adapts to Kelly's mannerisms, it's like there'll be no weird situation in that kid's life. Kelly just makes everybody just feel welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's real she's real
Why don't you
chill,
work on that, Tom? You
right?
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, but Kelly's just like, every time I see Kelly, she's like, "What's going on? What's going on with the grandkids?" I mean, she just wants to get a quick catch up. It's awesome.
Yeah, she reached out to. I mean, yeah, Kelly. And Tiffany too. I mean, she reached out to Kelly today, and meant a lot to her.
Good.
So,
Oh,
and that's
cool.
And what's funny is she met all them at the Blitz, and she still keeps up. And part of the reason she wants to go back is to see everybody. So
Yeah, it ends up being even though it's a decent sized event, it's pretty tight knit. We end up gravitating towards each other, and for the most part.
So I learned a lesson last night. I don't know if Toby saw my email I sent to him today of my flight schedule. Did you happen to look at that, Toby, today?
This guy.
I have a hard habit. Anything you email me, I just ignore it.
Yeah. I think, Martin, when you email me, it goes into spam.
So
based on filters I've set up.
I got to work today, and I was like, so I was sitting here, I was watching, Jason, and I watched Whiskey Friends, and I was going through all these killer samples from Dave Vogelsang.
So tough day at work.
Yeah. Well, today was a shit show. I got in. Wait, we won't even get into that. But anyway, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get on Priceline. Let me see what I can find flight wise. I was like, holy shit, man! $350. Fly out of here at 8:00 in the morning. Fly to Louisville Sunday at like 8:15. Booked. Boom. Got to work today. I said, let me double check that flight schedule. Well, that 8:15 out of Louisville on my way home is PM.
So
I mean, you got time to do another tasting that day.
Hold on, I land in fucking Raleigh at like midnight Sunday night into Monday, so I'm gonna have to call American and change it. Damn it!
They're up that late anyhow.
Don't book a flight when you've been drinking. Man.
Usually when we do book a flight or a hotel. What's going on, Danny?
Anyway, Toby,
Danny,
I land.
what's happening, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, hey, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
Sorry.
Hey, Marty.
Hey.
If you need help, you can always let me know, and I can help you like book flights and shit like that.
Yeah, well, no, dude. When you
he needs all the help he can get. I promise you.
Yeah.
He does need help, generally. Danny, did you see a lot of these have been dropping local?
I haven't. I haven't been to a store in a bit, but is it good?
Yeah, I picked it up at Troy Red Wagon by your office.
Yeah.
Today. So
nice.
Yeah, a lot of the locals have been getting it this last couple of days.
Legit?
Yeah. Yeah. It with all the weird finishes it has in it, none of them stick out. It's just a well-rounded, nice experience. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it.
On that one.
I dig it.
Hey Tom, run through the giveaway again.
Yeah, because this is a great giveaway.
Ooh, 2 killer bottles tonight. First is a Night Stalker Batch 5 from Evernorth. Toby has put up a Weller Full Proof Blue Label Classic. And then third is going to be a Bourbon Jerks Glen, which, hey, may or may not be a collector's item in the future. We did some early on Bourbon Jerk. Now we did a few Bourbon Jerks. Mm-hmm. Now we're back to singular. So, hey, maybe a bit of a collector's item, perhaps.
Yeah. I need a matching gear.
Nothing else. It's a Glen with a cool logo. So, there's that. So, a couple of banger bottles and a cool Glen Cairn. Up for grabs. So thanks for everybody for getting in. Toby, what do we got? We got 10:10. Why don't we do another 10? Why don't we do 10:25 as a cutoff? We'll run the wheel at 10:25.
10:30.
10:30. Sound about right? Darn, fingers are crossed for the Evernorth or weather. Good luck, fellas. I did get your entry, so welcome. First of all, welcome to the stream. I don't know that I've seen you in here before, so
Darth is one on our stream. And Toby, do we need any info, or are we good on that?
Who we're talking about? Darth?
Yeah.
If you win,
I have
hit
no
one of
idea
us
who
up.
Darth Raider is, so he needs to send his info to Whiskey Nose or Bourbon Jerks or whatever.
Yeah, Darth Raider. In the event that you win, hit me up at just email me at thebourbonjerk@gmail.com. And we got some more entries here, Toby. I'll text you in just a moment. And what's going on, dude?
Ed,
Even
what are
though-
you doing, man?
Sipping on Virginia Distillery single malt cigar batch with a Foundation Tabernacle cigar.
Oh,
Ed, sounds like you're just doing it right, man. How you doing, man?
Hey Tom, something cool happened today, so I wanted to kind of. That's why I kind of wanted to hop on too. So I'm at a work event, right? And we're having coffee in the morning, and I'm talking to a gentleman that I met before, just a total class act, and he brought up something about whiskey, like something came up, and I had never. Normally, I don't.
Ears perk up.
Yeah, but I don't normally approach the subject unless someone goes there for work, right? So he went there, and I'm just kind of listening, and then he's like, "Yeah, my a really good acquaintance, buddy of mine, he was a partial owner of Forgate," and I'm like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's here local in Michigan," and I'm like,
Really?
So I guess this gentleman, who I still don't know his name, never met him, he sold his shares last year, but his basement is full of Forgate. Like every Forgate you can imagine, rows and rows deep. They sent me a picture, and I mouth drops, like crazy stuff. So he's like, "Yeah, whatever you guys want for your fundraiser, no problem. Like hook you guys up." So I was like, "That's legit." So he's going to go pick up at least one bottle for sure. That's supposed to be really good for the fundraiser on Saturday. But I was like, "That's awesome. Like, I got to meet this guy."
No shit. That's awesome, man.
Just having a coffee, and the guy brought up whiskey. So
That's totally random. That's great. Yeah, we were talking about Forgate. I want to say last week. Gary's plugged in with them a little bit, but we haven't heard a whole lot of that brand for a little while.
it's great stuff. It's just full price.
Great stuff, pricey. The guys whoever blends it over there is super talented. But what are they doing from here? I don't know.
I think a lot of Forgate's issue right now is their distributor.
Distributor?
Yep. I don't know who me and Toby were talking to. It might have been Jason or Scott, but it's almost like a distributor problem.
Pretty limited distro, right?
Yeah, and when you throw that price point in on top of that distribution, you're starting to do. You know what? It might have been Gary.
Gary knows a lot about Forgate.
Yeah, it might have been Gary kind of teaching us a little bit of ins and out about that, but we were kind of like, okay, that makes sense. And it sucks because it's great shit, especially their Kelvin barrel finishes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good.
That Kelvin 60 is killer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and you remember, like, I want to say it was it the 2024 Blitz, like Forgate put on one of those. They sponsored the one event. They put out cocktails. They get those guys are really cool. They've got good stuff.
I've got a ridiculous picture from that.
It doesn't surprise me
because I was talking with Bill. Because here's what's cool, man. When I went to Kentucky in March of 22, about 2 weeks before we moved to Raleigh, my wife about killed me because I went and did 3 picks. I did 2 Starlights and the 4 Roses pick with Jason, and we were there. And Bill, after we did the 4 Roses on whatever, I don't know what day it was, but after we did the first pick, he was like, "Hey guys, come over to the house. We'll hang out. We'll order pizza. We'll drink some 4-Gate, whatever." And we got to Bill's house, and holy shit, he had every single expression of 4-Gate laid out right there for us. And we got into that stuff, and we just had a blast. And so we got to know Bill real well. So when we went to the second Blitz 2 years ago, they were out. Whatever that little pub bar that the people that own the Trail Hotel.
Yeah. I forget the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
We were there in like 3 different groups.
Yeah.
And so I got to talking to Bill, and Bill's like, here's the thing we're working on right now. We're just trying to figure out how we want to distribute it. It's like a lower price, really good finished expression for like $70.
Yeah, I think they've got a little bit of work to do to get from where they're at now to get down to that price point, right?
Well, but it may not be the best, Kelvin barrels or Madeira, whatever the finishes are. But he's like, we're really working on trying to get something to the masses, and that's the last time I've talked to Bill. So I have no idea what that distribution has done to 4-Gate. Scott knows a whole lot more than I do because him and Bill are closer. But I don't want 4-Gate to go away. I just
right. No, I mean it was. They were the ones that I've had, which haven't been a ton, admittedly, have been really good. And so, like, and I remember talking to those guys at the thing, and I do think that there's talent there. It's just a question of, is it in the best package that it could be, in terms of trying to succeed in the marketplace right now. And at $200 a bottle, it's probably not. But if they were able to figure out how to reduce their price point, maybe figure out some of these distributing issues, I mean, they've got some really good stuff, right?
Oh yeah, and the thing was, 2.5 years ago, even though their stuff was 200, 250, it was really good. I mean, it was like knocking on the door of old Carter. It was just like those were the 2 headliners of finished whiskey, and it's when you think about 4-Gate right now, it's like we've not seen a 4-Gate in 2 years, if not more. It kind of makes you think, like, what the hell slapped you in the face? What happened?
Yeah.
And that's scary. That's scary for this industry, really.
Yeah, that you can go from an ultra premium to like basically DOA. It's it's a volatile market.
Does that just come down to mismanagement, though? Because, at the time, the market was in a boom. And obviously, if you don't have a good business plan or processes in place, as it tightens up, it exposes a lot of problems really quick.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of all that story.
No, but you got to have some type of a portfolio, right, Trey? You can't just be top heavy at 200. You got to have.
And that's what he told me. That's what he told me at the Blitz. It's like, Marty, we're trying to find a $75, $80 bottle that's a regular expression that'll blow your socks off. That never happened. We never saw it.
Well, see, that's my problem with Rare Perfection.
And that's the last time I talked to Bill.
Rare Perfection for me, I mean, any bottle I've seen had been less than $100. So I haven't really tried a lot of their expressions outside of the one time train I went to Preservation, just because the 1 or 2 I had was just meh, wasn't worth $100, So it's hard for me to go in and you see a couple $100 bottles and they jump up to $200-$300, and you're like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, but the other side of this too is you got to think about this: is you've got Legends of the Oak, you got Hello Again Whiskey Friends, you got Mash and Journey. You've got Tom doing his picks with Brandon Whiskey Weather. We've got all these great picks that have totally come out in the last year and a half. To where that is where the money for us on screen, I feel like I'm speaking for all of us, are kind of focused on. And if you take a year or 2 years step back, you're so far back on the back end of the bus now.
Yeah.
That nobody's really even looking anymore. And I hate that for those people, because that stuff so when we went to Bill's house, when we were leaving, he broke out 2 cases of Kelvin Batch 3 and gave us all a bottle to take home.
Wow.
I mean,
That's awesome.
You want, when you think about that and being part of that little bit of that experience, you really want to see them succeed and do well in the market. And all of a sudden, since Blitz 2, I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Marty. It's a business, right?
100%, man.
You want to see everybody succeed, but at the same time, I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into whether or not brand X is going to make it into into the future. And yeah, I mean, those guys, they're talented. Obviously, they put together some really good releases, but yeah, the market being what it is, it's $200 is a big ask right now.
I'll tell you, before I moved to North Carolina, B&B, where Trey's at, they started getting some 4 gates in, and they were MSRP, but they were like $225.
Yep.
And as soon as they hit, I was like, okay, I've had this one, not this one, whatever. I kind of let them sit, and next thing you know, they're on sale for $1.50 or whatever. And I don't know, man. This shit is so.
To your point, Marty, I picked up 4 expressions of them, and they're unopened over here. They're sitting on the floor right there.
You haven't opened them?
No, I'm waiting to do a flight with them. I want to I've never had a 4-gate. Full disclosure. So
I feel like we need to have like a big production out of this experience.
But it's 4 different expressions, and I bought them for $100 each.
Oh shit!
So and that's
which ones are there? Which ones are there? He's just got 4-gate on his floor, unopened. Like, hey,
no
big deal, right? All right, so Hooper's giving me a hard time. He says, I love how there's 3 people on the stream wearing jerk merch, and Tom isn't one. But hey, you know what? I've got this dope new Evernorth t-shirt. Check out the back.
That's cool.
So I got the Andalusia key.
That's really good. I've had that.
I have the key too. Let's see if you can. It's Andalusia key too, and then we've got the Bourbon Down Under.
Wow.
And then a private select cask. So, yeah. But yeah, they've been sitting on the shelf since, the old owner, he passed away, and when the store sold, this was left over from his time there, and they were, dusties. And I just went in and I said, hey, you want to get rid of your 4-gate today? So, because all they had were these 4 bottles left. I said, I'll give you $100 each. I'll walk out with them right now. So,
nice.
Here they are.
So you paid $100 each?
$100 each.
Okay.
I feel like
that's a great deal, right?
All right, so James Lane says, look at Crittenden. Early last year, they were the brand. Jason's pick goes live tomorrow. It's been almost a year since they picked it. Same with Detling, they just can't keep up. JT Melick is another one. So when you say they can't keep up, what do you mean? Like they're too small, they can't get into the big distributors to meet their numbers? What do you mean exactly, James? I do know that that Crittenden releases tomorrow, like you said, and I do know it's one I've been looking forward to for a long time. And they are tiny. Detling, as far as I understand it, tiny. Melick, tiny.
Love Melick.
I'm gonna get the rye. I think.
For tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just
I've never had
quick peek at those, and I've not had anything from Crittenden. I've been holding off and kind of looking forward to the M&J picks, so I might get both of those. Let's see, we got a few more questions. Rocking the Brandon merch is allowed. Yes, Brandon stuff. Huge fan of Brandon. He's a good. He's a friend of the channel, so yeah, absolutely. Big fan of his logo as well. Woolgate 10-year foundation is pretty good. Tom, is that on the Evernorth site? Brian, I actually grabbed this when I was at Evernorth for that last release. I got a couple of 4Gate at Party Source when they had their big sale. There you go. Big Bourbon Club. Cheers, buddy. Production, distro. Same issue with 4Gate. For whatever reason, they just fell behind and never get caught up.
Yep.
All right.
It's
Well,
weird, man.
Toby, how are we doing on the wheel, buddy? Are we pretty well good on the...
I'm completely caught up with whatever you sent me. If there's more, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Get my 4 entries.
The most recent entries were Ed Williams. Did you get those?
Got him.
All right, perfect. I think we're good.
Tom, did you get mine?
Let's see. Gunderson. Did we get Gunderson's? I'm sure we did. But
Gunderstruck. Got him.
yes. He was just before Ed, it looks like.
Trey, what was that bottle?
This is the Lawrenceburg High Wheat Rye Whiskey. Thank you, Toby.
You're welcome.
Trey, have you cracked this one yet?
No, still sitting back there on the wall.
Yeah.
Dude, that one's so good.
You're going to try this one, I promise you. This one, it's,
All right.
I actually think this is a bottle you and I can agree on.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, definitely
Yeah,
go
it's good. Like,
So it's
the-
trash. It's trash.
Yeah.
Y'all agree on it. It's gotta be. Yeah.
A little tater going on, you know.
All I know is it's a great bottle. I don't know about you guys, but mine has an autograph on it, so that makes it a little bit better.
The little bit I didn't wipe off.
All right, nice.
I'll tell you something cool, man. I was in
Cut a
Bourbon
balls.
and Balls. Me and Trey Larkin were in the chat all night because we have a Carl Pickens, the legend.
You know what? You ratting me out? Come on.
No, I'm not ratting you out. I'm just saying we're in chat, and when people were saying hello to us, I started seeing a lot of people sipping on the McBrayer Legends of the Oak pick. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
That's what I started the night with.
Nice.
Did you see Carl Pickens?
Yeah,
Carl Pickens. Yes.
Was he a receiver at Tennessee? Bengals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes, dude. He was one of
That's why we were
Gundy, what
watching.
do you got? Now look at what Gunderstruck has right there.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm
gotta
with you. That was the first pour of the night.
We've got to
Yeah,
get
well,
Eric another bottle. Eric's about out. We know where
I got another one on the shelf back
Hey,
there.
Eric, I know where you can get one.
Well, I know where I can get one too.
This has almost become a daily sipper for me. Like if I go to something,
Brother, yours is about gone.
This is one
this
that
is-
didn't
this is
need
my-
airtime. I
this
love
is my third.
Oh my goodness.
Now I do sample a lot out, but still,
James.
and I can readily get it at the store, so
Okay.
Cedar Brook?
I'm not scared to drink it.
All right. Toby, you wanna bring up the wheel here?
Yeah, give me like a, yeah.
I thought we were just
Whenever
getting
you're ready,
started.
brother.
Tom. I thought we were just getting started.
All right, here we go. Let me see here. Sure.
Tom, while Toby's working on that, regarding the theme of the night, this is what I started with because I hadn't actually had
Oh
a
man,
pour
it's so good.
in a little while. Yeah, and I emptied it tonight. There was only a few pours in there. I emptied it and then I put the rest in my Infinity. So, yeah, that was a good one. It was still as good as I
It holds
remember.
up.
Yep.
You know what? I remember I put that in a blind a while back, and
It won, right?
Great whiskey. But when was the last time I had a pour of it? I don't know. I've got a part of a bottle here on my shelf. Trey. It was definitely one that I thought about. So good
Yeah,
call
for
in there.
some reason it's so unique. I just I didn't pull it out very often, and it had
Craig,
been a
you get
while.
that local?
I don't recall, to be honest. It's
Because I don't see
probably
too
been
much.
up in
I
my
don't see too
cabinet.
much of the Sagamore around here.
Yeah, it's probably been up in my cabinet for a year or more, so I really don't recall where I got it.
You know what's a low key great one that they do is the Sagamore Sherry. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's fantastic.
Yep. All right. So Toby, whenever you have there you go. Okay.
Hey, look, man, I've done my job. You have to allow it to show up. There you go.
All right, there we go. We've
Hey,
got the wheel ready to go.
Right there.
All right, look at it. I see a decent amount of entries there, guys. So thank you for getting in some pretty awesome giveaways here tonight. A couple of great bottles, and hey, you know what? Cool Glen is a third prize here. So,
oh man,
looks like you've kind of hit random already, Toby, right?
Yeah, I do that automatically.
All right, so random is random. All right, who was the last one to join in? Danny, why don't you tell Toby how many times to hit random here or shuffle?
96.
All right, how about not 96?
91, 92.
Hey, 9 minus 6 is
95, 96. There we go. All right,
so 96. He did it real quick. All right, good enough. All right, so first spin will be for the. And it's not this bottle. This is my bottle, but the Evernorth Spirits Night Stalker, Volume 5.
Boom!
Friggin' banger.
No way.
Mustang Trey. Look at that.
Oh. I mean, that's a little blasphemous, but I'll take the bottle because of that one.
All right, brother. Hey, have you tried this one yet?
I have not.
All right, love
I'm
it.
excited about that one.
You've been hot coming up on the wheels this week, so congratulations.
Well, I mean, got a little good luck charm sitting here. So.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I think I stole it from Maureen.
All right, second spin. This is going to be for the bottle that Toby was kind enough to put up. This is the Weller Foolproof Blue Label. Hey, if you're up here in Michigan, you know these are hard to come by. So, solid banger of a bottle. Who's going to hit it?
Good. Oh, Brian.
Is it Ed? Ed?
It is. Very nice. Very nice.
Cheers, Ed.
Ed coming in. Hold on. Let me make note of that. Yeah. All right. BBQ Edward. Okay.
I think I heard Ed say he's not going to make it this year.
No,
neither Vic won't be there, Ed won't be there, Girth won't be there.
So the California contingent is not going to be in the house, huh?
No, hold on. Richie Z from California.
Oh yeah, Richie Z's California.
I'm working on about 200 8x10s of Richie Z for him to sign for the group.
That's great.
Oh my goodness, Marty, that'd be genius.
Dude, he needs his own booth at the tasting where all he does is sign autographs.
Dude, I'm not
I'm
kidding.
there for it.
Me and Jason are working on that. I'm not kidding.
That's amazing. All right, and then so the last spin is going to be for the Bourbon Jerks Glen, which is kind of a distant third prize compared to the first two, but you know what? A prize nonetheless.
Come on. Need the Glen.
Yeah, I don't have that one. Oh, the Turks.
Mr. Turk.
Oh, it's close.
Mr. Turkleton.
Nice, Ethan.
All right, cheers, Ethan. I'll get that down to you. Thank you for everybody hanging out tonight. I had fun. You know what? At the end of the day, to me, that's all that matters.
That's what it's about. I mean,
you know, lowest common denominator. Did Tom have fun? Cool. Tom did stream. But it's been cool hanging out with you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out on the stream. Toby, getting in, keeping track of the entries, donating the bottle. Roger, Marty, Trey, Eric, good to see you, man. Danny, thanks for popping in. Love you guys. Thank you for making this channel go around. it's not lost on me that you guys support us. You guys continue to make this thing happen. So I do appreciate you guys more than you know.
Let me say something real quick, Tom. Speaking for me and Toby and Trey and everybody here, that it's not easy to figure out what you're going to do each week.
Yeah,
it's hard, but we do look forward to you on Thursday nights more than you know.
Mhm.
And if you need any help at all, you reach out to the team. We will do whatever we can to make that stream whatever you want it to be. So just keep trucking, buddy.
yeah.
Keep
If you ever
trucking.
need a bad opinion, I'm game.
That Marty, that's why you're a legend. I really appreciate those
Well,
comments.
I'm being honest. Like,
And I'm just looking up at the screen, and it's like Hooper said, I see you guys wearing my t-shirts. I really appreciate you guys.
Well,
You guys do
I
make
mean that.
things
Like, don't feel like all the stress is on you. Reach out to us because we can help relieve some of that somehow.
No,
So
this is all just fun. This is all just gravy, brother.
well,
But,
we love
yeah,
it. We look forward to it I text you by 11 every Thursday. You going tonight? You going tonight? I just can't stand it.
You're not
You just-
lying. Not lying.
You just need to post a link for
Like,
your
you
merch.
leave me alone. I'm in court.
I'm sitting in the Zoom dealing with client bullshit, but no, I appreciate you guys more than you know. Next week, next Thursday, we are going to be off.
Oh, bullshit. No, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. Hold on. Nah, it's all
Hawk
right.
has something going on.
Marty takes back everything he just said.
If my wife is still watching, it's my wife's birthday next Wednesday.
Gotcha.
So we
It's
may
not
or may
next
not go out
Thursday.
of town, but we will not be live next week. We will pick back up in September, man. That's football season. That's school season. Can you guys imagine? We're already in fall.
I know,
That-
man.
that's
Come
what
on.
I gotta get. So next week is Tiffany's 29th birthday.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
her and Kelly
Happy
turned
birthday,
29 the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So her birthday is next week. We'll probably do something, the two of us, and then we'll be back probably the first week of September when we kind of have that whole. Here for me, we kind of have first week of football. My kids are back at school. It's like a whole different,
maybe
season
Tom.
change.
Maybe Tom. Maybe
It's like a
Tom,
Chinese
maybe
fire drill.
Maybe in 2 weeks we can do some like ridiculous blind with a bunch of people or something.
I talked to Danny. Danny's got something cool cooked up, so
All right,
maybe we
cool.
get that going.
All right.
But yeah, we'll have a few things coming up that should be fun and exciting. Again, at least for us, right?
Hey, Tom, on that note, so Emery's getting her tonsils taken out on, I think, what is it, the third? So
Okay.
it's that Thursday and 2 Thursdays. Yeah. So like I can't do anything there, but I can do something the following week.
You just let me know, man.
Yeah. So I'll send that stuff out this week.
right.
And then we can kick it up on the 3rd. But also, if you all want to do the fantasy football thing, I don't know if you want me to drop that or mention
Yeah,
that.
man.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, if you want to get that going, post it somewhere we can all see it, and I can get a lot of us
Just send it
get
to
in.
Tom, and we'll figure out how to share it within the group.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want to include me, that's fine. I'm just a commissioner, so I mean, no big deal.
Oh, I think it's great.
But
Great idea.
But no, what it's going to be is guys put up a bottle. You put up a bottle, and obviously it's going to be old school, no trades, 12 plus teams. It's
Oh, there you
legit, standard scoring. It's fun. So,
I'm down 100%.
That's what I like when a kicker can't run the game for you.
but the kickers will be there. So Trey, maybe you're not in. Maybe Mustang Trey can't be.
Oh man,
Oh, God, I went up the wrong hole. You said
Oh, boy.
Mustang Trey.
So Danny, yeah, if you want to
I'm
do that,
burning.
just
I'm burning.
hit me up and I'll get it posted.
Okay.
You all right, Marty?
Oh,
I'm
man.
burning. He said Mustang Trey. Burning.
Trey, how you gonna let him talk about you like that?
I wasn't talking to Trey Larkin. I got nothing but respect.
He knows the palate. Come on. Cheers, everybody.
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, hey everybody. Hey, you know what? Cheers. Thanks for watching. I love y'all.
Stay jerky.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Everybody. Whiskey may not solve all your problems, but it's worth a shot.
There you go.
Go.
It's not about the whiskey; it's about the people you share it with.
Any other catchphrases before we sign off?
Fucking
It's not
Danny.
about the journey, it's about the destination.
I'm your Huckleberry.
It's not
Good
about the
enough.
whiskey. It's the people you share it with.
Good enough. Good enough. All right. Cheers, brothers.
See you guys.
Thank you, Tom.
Bye.
Cheers.